Good evening, guys. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to the Sunday Sit Back with me, DJB, and welcome to the Huddle. Already I've got Jamboy in. Good evening. Kawaje, good evening. And John the Fisherman. Good evening, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Smash a like, guys. Make sure you sub if you've not already subbed. And we're going to have a little chat, guys. Got no guest tonight, so we're just going to have a little chat. And yeah. All is welcome. All is welcome, my friends. All is welcome. So, the international break. What do we feel, guys? What do we feel? Put your comments in. We'll have a little chat about it. I'm going to be really brutally honest with you. I've not watched any of the England games. None at all. I couldn't tell you who played well, who didn't play well, what the team selection was, whether it was boring, whether it was exciting. I just really couldn't tell you guys, honestly. I've got no interest in these kind of pre-sort of tournament, whatever you want to call them. Do you know what I mean? Qualifiers. Here we go. It's late, guys. It's late, people. Qualifiers. I just got no interest. I've really got no interest, guys. And I know I should. But, yeah, I think it puts a massive dent in the Premiership. The Premiership just gets underway. We just get into it. We just get exciting about it. We start watching the games and everything. It starts to take shape. The new season starts to take shape, and then wallop, you get these England games in, and the international break for me just sort of kills it, really. But big up Gavin, my friend. Big up my friend. B1s. Big up Merino has to start in the ninth. Apparently Merino got a hat-trick. Does anyone want to confirm that in the chat? Apparently, he got a hat trick against Turkey. Who'd have thought? You play with a proper manager, and there you go. You got Merino balling out as well. And Turkey are no mugs on the international stage. I've got to be honest. They've got some decent teams. Yeah, Merino hat trick, Jamboy. Who'd have thought? And yet our manager can't even get a song out of him. Can't get a tune out of him. Can't get anything out of him. Scores the odd goals last season, but that was about it, really. Against Liverpool, negative, boring, say what you like, unbelievable, isn't it? Unbelievable. Saw the England game, DJB, Skelly didn't play well. No, he's kind of fallen out of bed, my friend, doesn't he? Kind of fallen out of bed a little bit. Manager's lost a little bit of confidence in him. He's going to be in and out the team. Obviously, Calafiori is his favourable left back. So if Calafiori is fit, Calafiori's playing left back. Skelly's not getting a look in. He's not even going to get a look in midfield. He looks like a young player to me whose confidence will be so slowly sucked out of him, my friend. Slowly sucked out of him. Mikel Merino scored a hat-trick Turkey tonight. Fraudetta will gantry. He'll start himself against Forest. Yeah, probably play him up front and drop Gyökeres. Probably play him up front and drop Gyökeres, to be honest with you. One sec, guys. One sec. So I had a bit of interference in my... yeah, hang on one second. This is nightmare. Stinker and hooked. Stinker and hooked, as Lee would say. I had something in the background. It was like muffling all my picture. It was like so annoying. But anyway, yeah, no, I mean, listen, scores a hat-trick, international. You can't knock that. But, yeah. I mean, Forest is going to be a big game, massive game. Evening DJB, international game, watch none of it, too dull, just want my players back fit. Yeah, 100% Gary R74, 100%. Welcome to the community, my friend. Welcome, big up, big up. Yes, that's how I'm feeling, to be honest with you. You just want your players back, didn't you? I mean, I know these international breaks have got to be, I know they've got to be played. I know these games have got to be played. You've got to play qualifiers. They've been around for years, been around for centuries. I just feel they come too quick in the season. Players are not up to sort of full speed yet. Some are coming back from injury. Some have had kind of a long layoff. Some players don't really get into full fitness until sort of round about end of October, beginning of November. And for me, the international breaks come around far too quickly. Far too quickly. If you give me an international break round about November time, but I think there is another one round about then, isn't there? So I might be wrong. As I said, I'll be honest with you guys. I love watching England in the tournaments. Once they're there, all the groups are there, middle of the summer, June time, July time. I'm happy to watch England in the World Cup, in the Euros, but all these qualifiers, I don't know. I don't know. I just can't get into it anymore, people. I just can't get into it anymore. Don't know why. Perhaps I'm getting, I don't know. Perhaps I've been watching Arteta ball for too long, and then you watch England and you think, geez, you know what I mean? Because you watch Arsenal, didn't you, lately? And then you watch England and you're thinking, same old, isn't it? You know what I mean? I wish we played two up top. Do you know what, Mr. Miyagi? I said this the other day to one of my sons I was talking to, and I said we could go with two up top with Havertz and Gyökeres. I don't know why we don't play with two up top. That'd be quite dangerous. Perhaps some games they will do. Perhaps some games he will do, but I can't see it. But yeah, I've often said in certain games you can play with two up top. No reason why you can't. No reason why you can't, my friend. I'd rather Mourinho than Gyökeres in the 9. Not even joking. At the moment, my friend, yeah. At the moment, Gyökeres is, he's not getting the service, is he? Let's be honest. He's not getting the service. As I said, tactics have got to change and he's not getting the service. Hopefully, when we start getting more creative, he'll start scoring more goals and you'll see a different Gyökeres. But at the moment, he looks bang average. I think I said that as soon as he signed, or he was going to sign. I said that if you don't give him the service, he's going to look really bang average. J-Lux videos, big up, my friend. As always, big up. I've been able to tune in recently, been going through hell. I agree, internationals are a downer. Yeah, they are, man. They are a downer. Listen, mate, I wish you all the best, whatever you're going through. I hope you're sort of going through and coming out the other end, mate. I really do. Big up to you, my friend. I hope life's looking a little bit better for you, my friend. Welcome. Listen, come along. We all talk. We're all joining tonight anyway. That's what the sit back's all about. It's all to sit down, chill out, see the weekend and see the end of the weekend and have a little chat. We'll talk about everything, guys. We'll talk about internationals, whatever you want to talk about. We'll have a little chat about. We'll talk about internationals. It's like an open forum, really. There's not a lot been going on. We will get onto the Saliba and we will touch on the Saka injuries. But yeah, we'll have a little chat, guys. I'll try and highlight them all. Untouchables. The USA under Pochettino play some style as Arsenal and England also. Slow U-shapes, aimless crosses. Again, talking to a friend of mine yesterday, and he's starting to fall out of love with the game. Football in general. He's literally starting to kind of fall out of love with the game. He said he used to get really excited and look forward to the weekends watching football, but it's become kind of dull and boring. A lot of the games that you watch nowadays, there's just no real kind of excitement to it, is there? You know, perhaps I'll have to start watching other leagues or women's football. I don't know, but I'm kind of, I'm not there yet, but I can understand when people say like I'm getting a bit bored of football. It doesn't excite me like it used to. So I'm with you, Untouchables. There's a lot of people that's finding football, even international level. But I'm surprised with Pochettino because normally he's quite attacking. So it's a weird one. Alcaraz just won his 6th major Grand Slam. Oh, wicked. What a player. He's the next, isn't he? Alcaraz is the NG Sports. Alcaraz is the next sort of Djokovic, Federer. You know, he's the next in line, isn't he? Sinner. It's going to be Sinner, Alcaraz. We've got a new breed of tennis players. But I used to love watching Federer. He was silky, wasn't he? He was absolutely silky. Bjorn Borg was one of my heroes from way back in the 80s. And Federer was very close to Bjorn Borg. I think that's why I liked Federer. But the young tennis players of today are more powerhouses, aren't they? They're like really powerful players. They hit the ball so hard. So hard. Thank you. We pray for better days. Yeah, big up, my friend. We all pray. Well, let's give Luck some love, man. He's going for a bit of a tough time. So big up, my friend. There he is, Terry Tibbs Armory, bag checker. How we doing, Terry? Known he's trying to get a gig and keep the employment going. Hence why the glazing of Arteta, while legends like Petit, Henry, etc., who don't need a gig, say it how it is. Massive, my friend, massive. He was on the radio the other day, wasn't he? He was on Talk Sport the other day, Petit. I was listening to him during the break and stuff, and I felt like ringing up and saying, "Yo, brother, you better be careful what you say because you won't get anywhere near the stadium." And this is how it is now. You got to be careful what you say because you just don't get any gigs, do you? It's all, yeah, it's crazy. I'd rather ex-players just come out with what they believe in than gloss it over just to get a gig. Definitely. I just be honest. Just be honest. But Petit, Henry, they all say it as it is. 100%. John the Fisherman, big up, my friend. What is your top 6 predictions and 3 top 6? Oh, right. I'm still going to go with Liverpool winning it. I'm going to stick with City because I think they will get it right and come good. And then it's out of Chelsea and Arsenal. I'm going to go City. I'm going to go Liverpool, City, Arsenal, Chelsea. Tough one, that next one, you know. Do you know what? It pains me to say it, but I'm going to go Spurs. Yep, I'm going to go Spurs and then Newcastle. The bottom 3, Wolves, Burnley. I did say West Ham, but they've bought a couple of players, haven't they? And they look quite impressive. But I'm going to go Wolves, Burnley. Sunderland. Wolves, Burnley, Sunderland. Yeah. Yeah, I think Arsenal will get 3rd, maybe 4th. It'll be a battle between 3rd and 4th. Us and Chelsea will be thrashing it out. I just feel that City will come good. How many Sunday six-packs is the new DJB? The weeks are flying in. Oh, YT Connor. Honestly, I remember I'd done my first one, man. I remember I'd done my first Sunday sit-back and it seemed... Honestly, I've done quite a few now. I can't remember how many exactly what I've done. I don't keep count because I have guests on and I do. I think this is one of. I think it's my first solo Sunday sit back in quite a while. But yeah, the weeks fly by. The summer just flew by, didn't it? I don't know where the summer went. I can't believe we're banging to September already. Next week we're the middle of September. It's the 14th, 15th of September next weekend. I mean, it's just flying by. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. It goes faster when you get older. Keown, yeah, he's another one. He's another yes. 3 bags full, sir. Oi, DJB. Hope you're all good, brother. Paul Nash, massively. Yeah, all good. I'll tell you what, though, guys. I did have a bit of a nightmare tonight. I looked at my channel and stuff, and all my moderators went. So if you're not a mod, I do apologise because I've got problems moderating. I don't know why. I'm putting in moderators and they're not saving. Joseph Connor Golden, you was one. I've probably put your wrong one in, my friend. I do apologise. If you're suddenly looking at your name and thinking, hang on a minute, I'm not a mod anymore, I do apologise. Jamboy, I've been trying to get you a mod for like weeks now. And every time I put Jamboy in, it just doesn't register. Anyway, but yeah, I do apologise. I've got to get onto it, my friend. So yeah, I'll sort it out. Don't worry. I've lost quite a few moderators, but I didn't have time to tinker with it. But I will do, my friends. I will do. Has system football ruined the game? Yeah, I think it has. I don't think players play freely anymore. I like players to play with freedom. If you've got I always say, right, your defenders defend, obviously, no nonsense. If it needs heading, head it. If it needs clearing, clear it. None of this nonsense, dilly-dallying on the ball. You tackle, you win the ball, you pass it, done. Yeah. Then you've got your holding midfield players that do like a destroying job. They nick the ball, they sit in there, don't they? They break up play, and then they give it simple. And then you've got your next bank of players. You're attacking, you're kind of attacking midfielders. And I always say, just let them go. Just let them roam. I'm not like silly madness like Saka ending up over on the left for 45 minutes. But just let him breeze in and out sometimes. Let him come off the wing. Let him cut, let him sort of just drift into the middle sometimes. Have your wingers inverting. Do you know what I mean? And I would give Odegaard a complete free roll. I'd give him a complete free roll. And Eze just in behind Gyökeres. Yeah, I find it frustrating that players now seem to play sort of too regimented. Far too regimented. Big up, guys. Slow boat to Cambodia. Big up, my friend. Hope you're well. Darren Martin's in the house. Big up, DJ. And you, my friend. And you. I hope your weekends are all going fine, guys. I hope your weekends are going fine. Johnny D's in the house. And nemesis, Johnny D, mate. Johnny D. Jamboy, I'm going to try and get you unbanned at Lee. I'm unbanned there for some reason now. Jamboy, you what is that Lee Gunner? Banja? No, I can't. No, it must have been a mistake. Jamboy don't. Johnny D, I'm blocked on Curtis Shaw's channel, not Lee's, mate. Ah, you're blocked on Curtis Shaw's. That's unusual for Curtis. I don't know what you've done there, Jamboy. I don't know what you've done there, brother. It's not like Curtis to block people unless it's really kind of bad, but might have been a mistake. Sometimes you hover over names and sometimes you click accidentally and it accidentally blocks. I've had trouble with my moderating. I haven't got a clue what's that. I had all my moderators there and then I went on to add someone and they had all disappeared. They'd all disappeared. I hadn't deleted them. I hadn't touched nothing. I hadn't gone into my settings. I haven't got a clue what's gone on. So just have to bear with me for that one, guy. All right. Yeah, I was going to say it wouldn't be Lee's. Wouldn't be Lee's. Some mothers do have them. What a great show that was. I think Gyökeres and Eze partnership has got to be given a chance by Arteta. A big few games, Forest, Man City, Newcastle. You'd like to think it's going to be given a chance, wouldn't you, really? It has to. You've got to play Eze against Forest. If that man's on the bench against Nottingham Forest, I'm going to be absolutely livid. I won't be happy. I won't be happy, guys. You've got to play Eze. Have to play Eze. 61 in the buildings, guys. Smash up the likes. I'm 73 subs away from 2K. 73. So if you're new to the channel, if you're just passing by, if you're just sort of having a little nose, whack a sub on it, guys. As I said, it's all free. You haven't got to follow me if you don't want to. No one's committed to this channel. But yeah, put a sub on it. Smash the likes on it as well, guys. Sunderland, Xhaka relegates. Yeah, Johnny D. Yeah, be a tough one for Xhaka. I just feel Sunderland might fall off. I think they're going to be one of these that kind of start the season well and then they sort of just go on that little run. I might be wrong. Their home form might keep them in. I hope so. They're a massive club. Huge club. When you think of the clubs that are down in lower leagues, guys, there's some massive clubs down at those lower league levels, isn't there? Massive. Johnny D, I can't comment. I've only seen Federer, Nadal, Djokovic in their prime. There's been some great tennis players over the years, guys. Great tennis players. I love tennis. Johnny D, feel free to spam Curtis with unblocked Jamboy in the chat. Perhaps I'll send Curtis a message for you, my friend. He's a bit of a what's it, old Curtis. Listen, he's tops, guys. I'm sure he'll sort you out, Jamboy. I'm sure it's a mistake. Uses more mods than the 80s. Jamboy, I went on his channel the other day. He's got hundreds of mods. That's probably why I've lost all mine. No, real talk. That's probably why I've lost all my mods, because he's taken them all. I don't know what's gone on. I haven't. I lost all mine, and he's everyone in his chats a mod. Perhaps that's the road he's going down, because he's had problems, hasn't he, with YouTube. Big up views anyway. Big up, my friend. How did you become an Arsenal fan, DJB? Right, very, very simple, John Fisherman. All of my family were born Avenel Road, all around Arsenal, Finsbury Park, all around there. Aunts, uncles, my mum and dad came from the Arsenal. My mum's house, actually, her back garden backed onto the North Bank. You could see the floodlights from her back garden. My granddad was a program seller at the Arsenal. Used to sell programs outside the Arsenal, and my mum used to be a runner, and she used to top him up every time he got low. He used to top him up. My granddad also used to run his own greengrocery business back in the day, and some of the Arsenal players used to buy groceries off of him. And then my uncles, I had a couple of uncles that used to work the turnstiles on the North Bank. I had one uncle that worked the turnstile on the North Bank, and I had another uncle that worked the turnstile on the Clock End. I also had uncles that played for Arsenal Academy, youth, had trials for Arsenal. And then I was taken to Arsenal back in 1974 with my uncle. First game I ever saw, I was sat up in the East Stand looking at the whole Highbury Stadium, and looked at the North Bank. It was bouncing and jumping up and down, and yeah, so that was it. Just fell in love with the place. Just absolutely fell in love with the place as a kid. One of the best things I'd ever done, and because of all the family connections, living on top of the. I mean, Jez used to live right opposite the stadium, but Jez's, funny enough, Jez's, I think, let's get this right. Jez's sister knew one of my aunts, and we didn't know this until I met Jez online. So yeah, small world, but we was all brought up around that area. Yeah, so my mum used to live in Avenel Road, and aunts, uncles, and just loads of connections with the football club. Just great times, great times. Yeah, 100%. And that was it. Just fell in love with them. But the ironic thing was, my two brothers were West Ham fans. God bless my older brother. He's passed away now, unfortunately. But they were West Ham fans, and I stuck as an Arsenal fan. I moved to Essex when I was a young kid. So I've been brought up in Essex, West Ham, everywhere, claret and blue all around me. Went to school, West Ham fans, everything. So really, I should be supporting West Ham, but nah, that weren't ever going to happen. That weren't ever going to happen, people. Not when you've got that much connection with the football club. It weren't ever going to happen. But yeah, that's pretty much my story, John Fisherman, and I've been going ever since. 50-something years now. Long time. Long time. Win the ball and give it to attacking players. Exactly. The Premier League has become very boring. Yep. Stow, big up the jam boy. Always done nothing, mate. I'm blocked on Lee Gunner's channel. Ace. Oh dear. Listen. I don't know. There's obviously reasons why people get blocked. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. DJB has things. I don't mind negative as long as it gets results or trophies. One of my favourite managers was a Greece manager, Otto Rigol from the Euros 2004. Yeah, I remember him. Yeah. Big up, Nelson. Big up, my friend. Listen, there's nothing wrong with playing negative football if it gets you results. 100%. If Arsenal play negative football and we win the Premiership and the Champions League, I'm all over it. I just need a trophy, people. I just need a trophy. I just need a trophy. All the legends are in this chat, guys. All the legends join the huddle. We're all huddled together. We're all legends. There's only one way you'll get banned on here: if foul, horrible, abusive, horrible, nasty language. If you're abusing the chat, if you're abusing people in the chat, if you're abusing me, yeah, then you're banned. Simple as that. However, everyone's opinions are valid, whether you agree with them or not. And I've said this loads of time on the channel, guys. You don't have to agree with it. Keep your opinions to yourself if you don't agree with it. But listen, it's all about debating. That's why we have this. This is why we have channels. It's all about debating, isn't it? It's all about a debate. No, DJB Curtis mods are insane. I'm blocked for years now. Only channel that blocked for more than a year straight. Oh, jeez. Oh, Johnny, you've been blocked on quite a few channels, mate. Am I missing something here, Johnny? Should I be blocking you? It wouldn't be the huddle without Johnny D, would it? We need Johnny D. He loves Arteta, old Johnny. Slowboat of Cambodia, big up, mate. Yeah, big up, Slowboat. All the mutants of people doing the admin. Shane accidentally banned me for a couple of times. Reckon he took exception to my comments on his. I ain't commenting on things like that, guys. You won't get me commenting on Shane's headpiece, man. It ain't. He's head. But what? Look at. I mean, come on. Hey, what am I gonna say? Come on. Real talk. Paul Nash legend, my friend. Nye, Nemesis here, DJB. We're friends, or have you gone spud on me? In the meantime, behind my back. No, mate, no, my friend. We're all friends. We're all friends on the huddle community. We're all friends on the huddle community. Icy Spicy. Sorry you're not a mod. Big up, my friend. Big up. I was just saying, I lost all my mods, all my moderators. I just went in to add someone, and they was all gone. Everyone was gone. Aaron Talks Arsenal, Rashid, Jezzy's, Views, Lee Gunner, Southern Gooner. They was all gone for no reason at all. I've had to tap some of them in, obviously, because, the channel was up and running. So it needs looking at for some reason or another. It just, yeah. So I'll have to go in and have another look. It costs nothing to sub and like, guys. Slowboat of Cambodia, you are bang on, my friend. Get the subs up. As I said, I was 73 before I went live tonight. 73 subs away from 2K. If I can get there before, well, I did say Christmas, but I'd like to think I can get to 2K before Christmas, guys. Come on. Smash a like on it as well, because it just helps the channel, and it's little channels like ours. It just helps. I'm sorry if I'm a bit laid back tonight. I've had such a busy weekend. I was celebrating my boy's 30th birthday. We had to travel quite a way there and back, but it was well worth it. It was amazing. Absolutely loved it, guys. So we're just having a little chill out, sit back session tonight. No problem. Yeah, big up Icy Spicy. I'm a big fan of Curtis. Yeah, I am. He's a good. Yeah, he's up there, Curtis. Definitely, 100%, 100%. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I do like Curtis. I've got to be honest. I'd be lying if I said I didn't. Curtis is always deleting and blocking by accident. Yeah, he does. He does. I think I was blocked once time. It is literally by accident. It's easy done, honestly, and you don't realise you've done it. You don't realise you've done it. And then all of a sudden you look at your chat and you think, I haven't seen him in my chat for a long time. It is easy done, guys. It is easy done. So sometimes you get blocked. It's not easy to do this type of thing, guys. Borg and Federer, proper class. Oh, be on Borg. Who would have won out of Borg and Federer in their absolute heyday pomp? What a game, what a match. Who'd have won? Wimbledon final, Borg and Federer. Both in their absolute prime. Interesting. Guys, we're talking tennis here, and it's like, who cares? It's Sunday. It's Sunday. It's the end of the weekend. It's late. We're all up. We're all up tonight. We're all enjoying a huddle. Yeah, it's a release, guys, isn't it? Whatever problems you got, you can tune into this, and for this hour or so, nothing matters. Nothing matters. Doesn't matter. Chill out. NG Sports. Started watching tennis when Federer was 18. I was a fan of his, but mostly a fan of Justine Hine-Hardine. For me, she's the best tennis player of all time. She had absolutely everything. Yeah. Silky. Lux, well, big up your family, DJB, proper Arsenal family. Yeah, they all are. All of them. Aunts, uncles, everyone. Everyone's all Arsenal. We're all red, my friend. All from Highbury, Islington, Liverpool Road, Avenel Road, Highbury Hill. All from, Cannon, everywhere. All over. I used to go in the Plimsoll Arms at Finsbury Park for a pint. My uncle used to take me in the Plimsoll Arms on the way to Finsbury Park. Sit me outside, Jam Boy, with a can of Coke and a bag of cheese and onion. But in spite, beyond the little girl, I have 4 accounts blocked on Curtis. That's why I have 4 accounts. Probably a Power Craze mod. Probably is. Big up the Lux. Big up Rich, another real one. He's doing some content, guys. Make sure you follow and sub to Rich. Big up, my friend. Chat. Big up to everyone. Big up, Rich. We're going to get on to Saliba. And there's the lynch. What can I say? Big ups the chat to you, DJB, Legends of Legends. 2 months. Do you know what? It's on. Maybe not next week because I'm busy doing streams and bits and bobs. The week after, watch out for it, guys. I'm going to do a members only stream. All right. I think I've only got about 10 or 11 at the moment. So if you're not a member, go on the membership. I'm going to do a members only stream, guys. I promise you, guys, I won't let you down. It might not be next week. It'll be the week after. Just keep locked in. Have a little look. It's coming. All right, guys, it's coming. Definitely coming. So, guys, Saliba. Apparently now he's out for 4 weeks. And it's an injury, ankle strain. Out for 4 weeks. Question I want to ask you guys is, how much is that just bad luck, or was it down to Arteta making him play? I'm going to give you my angle on it, because I'm only going back to amateur football when I was playing, and we was in a semi-final of a cup one Sunday, top of the table clash. First v second, we're in the semi-final. I'd had a slight ankle strain sort of a couple of days before when we was training. And I went up to my manager then, who used to coach the team, Sunday team. High standard, but it was a Sunday team. And he went to me, "You're not playing." And I went, "Why not?" And he went, "Because you got an ankle injury." And I went to him, "But I want to play." And he went, "No, you're injured. You're not playing. I've taken you out." And that was it. And that was at that level. So what I'm trying to say is obviously Saliba wanted to play. It's at Anfield. His adrenaline's pumping. He's done the warm-up. He's running around. He's up for it. And then his ankle goes in the warm-up. Surely Arteta should have said to him, "Look, I know you want to play, but you're not doing it. I'm sitting you out. I don't want you aggravating the ankle. I want you back playing in 2 weeks' time. Rest it, put ice on it, put it up, get it bandaged, relax it, chill out. No problem." But instead of that, he went to him, "Do you want to play? All right then, go on in." And that was it. And now he's out for 4 or 5 weeks. Apparently, rumour has it that he's back against the Man City game. I can't see it. If he does come back on the City game, I think it's going to be too early. Bearing in mind we've got Champions League games coming up and everything else. So, for me, he should have been taken out. As soon as he twisted that ankle in warm-up, he should have been taken out. So, Is it Arteta's fault? Is it Saliba's fault? I'm a little bit. Me personally. If you're a manager, you've got to have a duty care to your players, and he should have put his foot down and showed his authority. And that's got nothing to me because of Arteta and everything else. Any manager should have done that. As I said, it was done to me years ago when I used to play football. It's been done to me, and that's only at amateur level. So yeah, just give your thoughts on it, guys. Me personally, he should have been sat down. Big up, my friend. Yeah, it's coming. Rich 99. Yeah, get and follow Rich. Get and follow Rich. Big up DJB. I grew up at Elwood Street, then Highbury Hill. Oh, massive, Paul Nash. Yeah, I know it well. I know Elwood Street very well. 2K incoming, very well deserves. Cheers, Rich. Yeah, we're working at it, my bro. We're working at it. We're working at it. We're just keeping things going. As I said, we're just getting some content out there and doing some stuff for the community. It's all good. And then apparently Saka, guys, apparently now Saka could be in the frame for the Nottingham Forest game next week. This is what I've heard. This is rumours coming out that Bukayo Saka could be in the frame for the Forest game. Now, you're telling me that he's over that hamstring already. Are you in any way related to Todd Bowley? I wish I was, my friend. If I was related to Todd Bowley, I wouldn't be sitting here. Sorry for your loss. Oh, man. Sorry, Lux, man. Big up the Lux, yeah. Bless, love from the community. God bless your family, my friend. All right. But Lux, thank you for joining us tonight. As I said, if we can take your mind off of it, brother, that's what we're here for, yeah? Yeah, apparently Saka's in the frame for the Nottingham Forest game. For me, way too early. Way too early. And I just think that Saka now is going to be one of these players where he's going to play sort of 3 or 4 games, then he's going to go missing for 4 or 5. Then you'll see him come back for 3 or 4 games. I can't see Saka lasting all season without hamstring. I think this is how it is now with Saka. I think he's just going to be in and out, in and out. That's all he's going to do. He's going to play half a dozen games, then he'll be off. But to bring him back against Forest, that would be madness. That would be absolute madness. Remember Paddy at the Green Gate clock in? We used to hang about outside trying to get in for free. Oh, memories, man. Memories. Oh, dear. Big ups. Yeah, big ups to everyone. Sorry to hear, DJB. No, not for me. It's for Lux, my friend. For Lux. Gavin, big up, mate. Jamboy, big up. Yeah, big up, Rich. Make sure you follow Rich. DJB, isn't it funny that all our players turn up international duty? Arteta is slowly killing this team. Yeah, it is. Sam Charles, spot on, my friend. Spot on. They're all turning up international duty. Look at Merino playing against Turkey. Yeah, playing with a spring in his step. And yet Arteta, it's kind of too predictable. He's had his time, people, and he's had his time. I'm sick and tired of keep saying it now, but he's had his time, and I'm really frustrated that he went into this season, you know. And I keep saying it, guys, and I keep saying it. I got some sort of admiration for him for what he's done. Yeah, I've seen some good football under him. He got us competing. He got us to a level. I mean, his win rate was like it's 150 odd out of 200 odd matches, so it's not bad. It's just that he lacks that kind of. He just lacks it, doesn't he? He lacks everything: man management, in-game management, big game moments. He's self-conceited. He doesn't admit to anything. He doesn't take accountability. He throws players under a bus. He doesn't look after players. all these things, it's not, a manager's not just about picking a team and rolling out on a Saturday afternoon and just barking out instructions. Being a manager of a football team is far greater than that. It's everything. It's behind the scenes. It's how you handle them, and he just hasn't got it for me. He's just had his time. He's just had his time, guys. He's had his time. Not many accounts I trust. I found Shane Gooner, and I'm now watching proper Arsenal fans. Slow boat to Cambodia. Listen, there are channels out there, and we all know the channels, right? And I'm not mentioning them, okay? Because they all do their thing. I haven't got a problem with it. But then there's fans, and there's real fans. Me, Shane, Lee, Northside, Rashid, Aaron, Views, Jez. Trying to think of all the others now. You know the ones, yeah. BBK, all of us. We say it as it is. We don't go around the houses. We don't gloss anything. We haven't got an agenda. We just say it as it is about this football team and the way it's going. Oh, Matty, the Southern Gooner, obviously. That is how it is. If we wanted more subs and if we wanted more likes, we'd be talking waffle, and we'd be going on about how great it all is and how fantastic the manager is and this, that, and the other, and we'd be painting all lovely pictures. But it's not, guys. It's not. We've got a wage builder soft scale. We've got players injured left, right, and centre. We've got players coming back from injury too early. Bukayo Saka's going to be one of them. We've got players carrying injuries, ready to go down at any second, being overplayed. We're watching boring football. We're watching football that's kind of sideways, backwards, and boring. What more do you want me to say? I don't know what you want me to say, because the next manager coming in has got to mop up all this mess. We've still got players that haven't signed contracts yet. We've still got Saliba and Saka haven't signed contracts yet. What are they waiting for? And we've got a manager that can't win big trophies. We've got a manager that can't win anything, that chokes. Every single opportunity he has, he chokes. And people say to me, yeah, but it's the joy in it. Look where he's got us. Look where he's taken us. Well, where's he taken us? Really? You come second. Who's worried about coming second? I ain't. You might be second or fourth. Same prize, Champions League. That's it. That is it. Jamboy heading was exactly the opposite of Kolonkova. Small no. Are we talking tennis or are we talking women's modelling? I love that. Don't you tell Arteta that, Johnny D. George Graham. Oh, mate, the maestro. George Graham, best Arsenal manager ever. And we all say it, don't we? How he hasn't got a statue outside the stadium is absolute horrendous. How have you not got a statue, Arsenal Football Club, of George Graham? The only thing I can think of the reasons why is because of all that kind of tainted thing of George Graham, wasn't it? And his links with Spurs. That's the only thing I can think of. I can't think of any other reason why he hasn't got a statue outside. Mind you, Herbert Chapman's got a statue outside. Big up, mate, Joseph Connor Golden. Joseph Connor Golden, why aren't you coming up as a mod, man? I made you a mod. Why aren't you coming up as a mod? It's doing my head in. Love the Sunday sit back, DJ. Dots, thank you, my friend. Thank you. Nice. Tom and Jerry, man. Best cartoon ever. I love Tom and Jerry. Make sure you sub, guys, if you haven't subbed. I'll be checking all my subs to see if you have. Big up DJB, Mikel Merino, tall player. Mikel Merino was balling out for Spain tonight, wasn't he? Apparently. Darren Martin, the issue has always been punished. Shane, Aaron, DJB, Kenny Ken, Lee G, so many great people around. We all are, Joseph. We all are, my friend. We say it as it is. As I said, there's no, is what it is. We love our football club. We love our football club. Absolutely love it. I mean, 50 years Jez has been going, well, Jez has been following longer than me. Kenny's sort of like early 80s onwards. I'm early 70s onwards, 50 odd years. Me, Jez and Kenny, there's a lot of years of going football. A lot of years. And I'm still going. And so is Kenny. So is Aaron. We're still going. We're still doing it. We're still sitting there. Still getting on that train. Still going. Freezing cold. Pouring a rain. Still there. Still there, brother. Do you think Xavi will do well for Spurs? What do you think of Levy outgoing? I'm a Spurs fan, but enjoy your opinions. John the Fisherman, listen. Sometimes Levy didn't invest enough, did he, on the pitch? But, however, the stadium and the wealth that you've got is incredible. It's in good hands. That football club is in brilliant hands. It's been left in a good state. Yeah. And there's lots of clubs that are not in good states. There's a lot of clubs that are falling by the wayside in loads of debt. Look at Man United, stadiums falling down. It's all over the place. So on that sense, Levy has left you in a good position. However, he could have invested a little bit more on the pitch. I think you should have won more trophies over the years than what you have, to be honest. And you've had a lot of signings that have gone by the wayside that you should have got over the line. So, you know, but you're going to be fine. You'll be taken over by a consortium. I hate to say it. I'm worried. I'm keeping my eye on Tottenham all the time now. I'm desperately worried. Because an injection of money in that football club with that stadium, you're talking another Chelsea under Roman Abramovich. We're all here because we really love the Arsenal. Yes, absolutely. Get DJB. Come on, guys. Let's go. 49 likes. Hammer them, guys. Big up, Jam Boy. Come on then. Let's go. 49 likes. Big up, DJB. Been watching the F1 cricket and tennis today. Much needed break from the footy. Yeah, it's always nice. Do you know Canterbury Gooner, right? That is one thing with the international breaks. It does give you that little break, doesn't it? Because even if you have see, I always think like your England and Andorra games, they're kind of games that you put on in the background, aren't they, while you're milling around doing stuff. You know, you're not really concentrating on it. It's just a nice little break, isn't it? Watching F1 and the tennis, it's a nice little break. It is a nice little break from football. Because watching Arsenal at the moment, it's stressful. It's stressful. Nice 30th, congrats. Yeah, cheers, my friend. Yeah, it was good. It was a good weekend. Good weekend. Some of us love the clubs, some love the manager. Yeah, exactly. That's the problem. They don't think there's life after Arteta. That's the problem, my friends. That's what I don't know what they're scared of. I don't know what they're scared of. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what they think's going to happen to the football club if Arteta walks away or he gets the sack. It is a massive football club. Massive. There'd be managers, there'd be top managers wanting this job. Who'd want, honestly, I'd be hard pushed to find someone, a manager, that would turn down the opportunity of managing Arsenal Football Club. What happened with Curtis? Don't know. I don't know, my friend. I'm all cool. He's cool. Curtis is cool. He's just, there's a couple of our people in our chat links that's been blocked by him, but I think it must have been an accident. I mean, Curtis ain't ruthless like that. Oh dear, a mod. It is working. Hit the subs, guys. New viewers, smash the sub button. Big up, Nicholas. Lynch, why aren't you a mod? You was a mod as well. Oh, what is going on? I've got a Lynch. You was a moderator, right? I've not demodded you. Listen, if you was a mod and you've been demodded, it is not. I'm telling you now, I've done nothing. All right. I don't know why some of yous are still mods and some of yous not. Right. Nicholas is still a mod. Lynch, you should have been a mod, and I don't know why you're not my friend. So I will be onto it straight away. Don't worry. As soon as I end this stream, I'm going to stay up for half an hour and make sure it's all the settings are right, because can't be doing with this. Honestly, it's driving me mad. I don't know why. I don't know why I lost all my mods. Yeah, it's as if the skinhead. It's as if the old rockers have come up on Brighton Beach and attacked all my mods. What's going on? Yeah, Greece 2004 after Leicester is one of the greatest underdog stories. I'll tell you what, that and Denmark, when they got bought off the beach that time, they was all on the beach, and they all got bought off the beach to represent, to make up the numbers, because who got chucked out? Was it Yugoslavia? I can't remember now. It was something to do. It was something to do with shenanigans that was going on in Europe. It might have been Russia or Yugoslavia. I can't remember. But Denmark got they was all out on their holidays, weren't they? And they come off the beach and then they went and won the Euros. Unbelievable. Novak. Oh, we're doing a tennis. Who's the best tennis player? Oh, Bjorn Borg. If you haven't seen Bjorn Borg play, go and watch Bjorn Borg play. For me, Federer, all day long. All day long. But Djokovic, slow boat to come running, not Johnny D. Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand why you're not a mod, Lynch. I don't know what's happened there, my friend. Sorry, bro. Federer is the best all-round player I've ever seen. I'll tell you what it was with Federer, right, Jam Boy? It was the way he played. It was just so cool and so... He made it look so effortless, didn't he? The way he'd strike the ball, his timing of striking the ball made it look just so silky and effortless. The way he just used to strut around the court, you know, is it like, oh, you know, as if he was high all the time, you know, he was like super cool, wasn't he? Proper cool tennis player. Played some of his shots, his passing shots, the way he used to hit them, weren't as powerful as some like Alcaraz, but the timing, I mean, it was still very, very powerful. I'm not saying it wasn't, but I think it was just the timing of it. Incredible, incredible player. Been watching tennis just like football. Ivan Lendl, I'll tell you what, Ivan Lendl was an underrated tennis player. Very underrated. Federer optimised silky. Lynch, honestly. Wait, I mean, Federer smashed a passing out of Roddick, smashed the most insane hit in tennis history. It must be here. It's in Italian commentary. Gran Signor del Tennis, they say. Oh, great. Yeah, some of his returns, Johnny, was just insane. Insane. Green Shield stamps, shop on Seven Sisters, lifetime. Robbie, I tell you, man, you're pulling out this history here. Seven Sisters Road, the Green. Oh, mate. Oh, back in the day. Evening, everyone. Good evening, the assembled. Big up, my friend. Sam Charles. DJB, you should do some work with Curtis, two proper football men. Listen, Curtis is big time, and I respect him, and he don't really do a lot of. You don't really see Curtis on a lot with people, do you? He's kind of more solo. Curtis does his own thing. He just every now and again he might make an appearance with someone, but he's pretty much his own man, you know, and that's fine. I haven't got a problem with that. It's cool, man. It's cool. You never know. One day he might whatever, but I doubt it, my friend. I doubt it. But Lee Gunner, I mean, top man. You say what you like about Lee. I mean, he's not everyone's cup of tea, but what he does for people is incredible, and he's helped me so much, and I'll always respect him for that. Lee Gunner, what he does, he's one of the nicest guys. Trust me, and I'm not just saying that. He's a generally nice guy. He's hard hitting, but he loves his club. He's passionate about this football club, and that has to be admired. And he's seen a lot of games. He's travelled over land and sea. I mean, he went to Ostensons. I didn't even know that at the time. I was in Ostensons, freezing cold, and I mean freezing cold. Yeah, and so yeah, there's some nice genuine people out there, guys, on this on this stream world. But yeah. Who knows? Who knows? One day. And Dan Potts as well gives opportunities as well. Dan's a top guy. I see Dan home games. We meet up. Yeah, top guy. Yeah, no problem at all. I've met Christian as well. He's all right. Christian's fine. Good lad. Good young man. Level-headed. Nice young man. As I said, his opinions are different to ours. Everyone's got a different opinion. But in person, I've met him, and he's a nice guy. No problem at all. Kenny's Kenny. Ken. Yeah, they're all good guys. Aaron, I've met Aaron in person. Top bloke. I'm gonna meet up with Shane though. I'm definitely gonna go over to Ireland and meet up with Shane, or Shane's gonna come to London. We're gonna have a weekend looking at retro kits. We're gonna go to the retro stores and have a little look around. That's definitely gonna happen, I think. Arteta shouldn't have put Saliba back on the pitch in the. Oh, mate, I mean, I better have played the tennis game. Arteta forced him. Evening, the assemble. Good evening, everyone. Shouldn't have started the Liverpool game, but he probably did really want to play. Jamboy, he probably did want to play, but to be honest with you, he should have been told to sit down. He's going to be out for 4 or 5 weeks now. If he'd have rested it straight away, he might have only been out for a couple of weeks. We won't know. We'll have to wait and see. I'm behind on the chat. It's bad luck. As Lee Judges well said a week ago, it's down to the doctors and Saliba. They, between them, should know if he can play or not. Arteta can't know if those two parties don't know. There might be a little bit in that, Johnny. I'm not saying the doctors didn't intervene or whatever, but as the manager being on the field of play at the time, the closest to him, and the manager is he's in a position to override all of that. Even if the doctors say, yeah, he's fit to play, the manager's in a position to sort of say, do you know what? I'm not risking it. For someone that's been plagued with injuries over the last 2 seasons, he's had players dropping like flies with injuries. You'd think that he'd put his foot down and make that call. Yeah, go over their heads and make that call and not play him. That's my opinion. For argument's sake, why wouldn't Saliba say I can't play, or say his ankle feels messed up? Yeah. Why shouldn't Saliba say? Apparently, right, Lynch. Apparently, Saliba said that it was just a slight. He just went over on it, and it was and he said like, I'll play just to see how it goes, and he said it felt okay. So I don't know. It's a tricky one. All we know, he's out for 4 weeks. He may be back for the City game, but I can't see it, people. I can't see it. If I could walk, I'd play, even if I'm injured or not. Jamboy, that's because you're a complete monster. You're a beast, my friend. A beast. Some of that falls on Saliba. Yeah, I suppose it does, really. But then players are young. They want to play, don't they? They want to play. He must have known how bad it was. He must have known. As soon as you know, when you've twisted an ankle, you know, don't you? You know if you can play on it or not, or whether you can walk on it. I understand it's against Liverpool, but it's caused him a month out. Ben, exactly. I think it's down to the manager. Listen, I'm not getting on his case too much, but if it was me, I'd have said to him, look, lad, go and get some ice on it, wrap it up, rest it. I'm taking you out. I've got cover. Yeah, it's early in the season. We've got some big games coming up. I don't want to risk it. You go and sit down, put your feet up, put your arm around him. Thank you very much. I know you wanted to play. Yeah, true professional. Give him all that. Give him a little hug and a squeeze and tell him to sit down and rest his feet. Rest his ankle. That's what he should have done. DJB, do you believe that these players are game fit or game sharp? Good question, the assembled. Good question. I think this early in the season, they're game fit. I don't think they're sharp yet. I don't think they're up to full sharpness yet. This is why I say the international break comes too quick. You watch, right? What normally happens, I'd like to get the stats on it, and perhaps one day on the stream I will, right? But I would like to see how many injuries when they come back from international break. So next weekend, be interesting to see how many injuries players get next weekend. Because that is a really good question, the assembled. Big up. I always say I think this early in the season they're fit to play, but they're not sharp. They're not bang on it. Be interesting to see how many injuries next weekend that players pick up. Mikel has to trust a player that says he's able to play. Yeah, I suppose so. I suppose so, my friend. I suppose so. It's a little bit of both for me. The assembled evening, mate. Good evening, Jam Boy. Make sure you're smashing these likes, guys, because we are road to 2K. Let's go. Come on. Don't play him, for fuck's sake. Exactly. Don't play him. Just sit down. Go sit him down. Don't play him. You had Mosquera on the bench, you know, and you just a little bit of man management. Put your arm around him. Say, look, I admire that you want to play. I know you're upset, but I'm taking you out for your own safety. I'm taking you out. Get load of this. Mosquera is better at heading corners into the opponent's net than Saliba. He's got very goose head streak. I don't mind as much as his absence. We'll see, Mosquera. Mosquera's going to take time. I'm not judging Mosquera after one game. I'm just not doing it, people. I'm not judging Mosquera after one game. I've not really judged Zubimendi yet, although I've seen him against Liverpool under pressure, and it worries me. It worries me. But we'll see. We'll see. Saka struggles to take on defenders. He's lost that zip for me. Joseph, you're bang on. He's lost that kind of turn of that kind of injection of pace for me, Saka. I think it's in the back of his mind as well. It's psychological. Lawrence, big up, my friend. You ain't been around for a while. I hope you're well, brother. I hope you well. Really hope you well. Just been watching Jez Q&A. Oh, wicked. Do you think September international break should be scrapped? 3 games into the season and club football has to shut down for these poxy World Cup qualifiers. Lawrence, we was just saying it earlier in the stream, my friend. Me personally, I think it comes too early. I don't think it should be in September. And Assembled made a good view. He said, are players ready fit or ready sharp? And I think they're ready fit. I don't think they're sharp enough yet. I think these international breaks come around far too quickly. I'm not saying scrap them because you need qualifiers. You do need qualifiers, but I think this early in September, far too early. Perhaps the end of September. I don't know, Lawrence, but big up, my friend. Hope you're well. Thank you for the super chat. 100% legend. What I don't understand, does the medical team actually have a say in what condition the players are in? Good point. Me personally think that when they're on the sick bed and they're having treatment, yeah. But he's done it in what you got to understand, right? Saliba was fit when he walked onto that pitch before the warm-up. He was fit, right? So Saliba was fit. He was fit. So the medical team didn't have to worry. He's come out the tunnel for a warm-up. And apparently he'd done it in warm-up. So how has the medical team been able to assess him? They've not been able to do a proper assessment because he'd done it in the warm-up. So for me, that gets taken, that responsibility gets taken away from the medical team because he's done it on the field of play. He's done it in the warm-up. That responsibility then should be the manager saying to the medical team, look, Saliba's gone over on his ankle, I'm taking him out. What are they going to say to him? No, play him. And he's going to turn around and say, are you the manager? No. Well, I'm taking him out. He's twisted his ankle in the warm-up. I'm taking him out. Yeah, but it's only a slight strain. I don't care what you're saying. Until you assess him, until you get time to assess him properly, I'm not taking the risk of playing him. And that's what he should have done. That's what he should have done. You can't blame the medical team because it didn't happen over a certain amount of time. With Saka, the medical team are liaising, aren't they? Oh yeah, one more week, or we're giving him some cold treatment. He's doing bike work. He's doing this. He's doing that. Blah 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 blah. But when you've done it in the warm up and you're fit to play, the medical team haven't really got that much time to assess him fully. So therefore, the manager should be saying to the medical team, "I'm taking him out. Go and assess him. Here he goes. I'll walk him down the tunnel. Go and assess him." I think Saka will be done at 28 with this manager. I hate to say it. I've seen Michael Owen, Jack Wilshere, Thomas Rosicky. I can name hundreds of players over the years. Paul Davis. Hundreds of players over the years that I've seen just fall by the wayside because of injury. Seriously, guys. 100%. Johnny D, when Saka's missed games against City, we've beat them. Yeah, it's funny that, isn't it? This season, he's deserved this one. There's credit done. Now he needs to get more credit and move on. Has he been sacked yet? So he hasn't, I'm afraid, darling. He's not been sacked yet at all. Nope. January. We'll have a look in January. Come back January. It might make my birthday very, very happy. Might be a happy birthday for me in January. Arteta best rest Saliba and Saka and heal properly. They need to. They've got to have proper rest. Proper rest. Arteta out. He's lost the plot. 100%. He lost it ages ago, Lynch. He lost it ages ago. Can you imagine if we'd have had a new manager with all these new players? Sporting director, all these new players, all this funding, all piled into the team, and you're walking out with Zidane or someone like that. Can you imagine it? Fresh start. You imagine these players with man like Zidane. People say to me, who do you want as manager? Zidane. Simple as that. Just everything about him. I think Curtis wants Zidane as well. Talking of Curtis. There's a few that Lee wants. I mean, Lee knows his managers because he watches Spanish football and all of that. But for me, Zidane would be ideal. That AFT guy, Matty, is such a... Too many Arsenal fans share the same opinion. It's concerning. John, listen. You either sleep with your head under the pillow and hope you wake up in the morning, or you sleep on top of the bed and you wake up and your eyes are open. Do you know what I mean? You either suffocate yourself and ignore everything what's going on. You know? That's the problem. They'd like to ignore. They think everything's rosy, but it's not. Thank you, DJ. But when I wrote sorry for your loss for the comment, I meant sorry to hear regarding your brother. Oh, cheers, my friend. Oh, right. Okay. We got caught up in Streamland language. Sorry. Yeah, my brother, bro. He's, it was sudden. It's about 2 years ago now. Yeah. Very sad. Very sad. Yeah. You know, it's life though, friend, and you got to get through things, and you just get through it. You have to move on. Big up DG2. Shane Gooner is awesome. Love the guy. Yeah, Shane's a top man. Shane's a top man. We've got the retro show coming up on Tuesday. And I've got a list here. Look, guys, I've got a list here of the kits we're going to do. If you've not tuned into the retro show, it's on my playlist. It's on Shane's playlist. Have a little look at it. All right. Have a look at the retro show. So you ain't got to spend all your life watching it, but have a look at the retro show and it gives you some idea what it's all about. And then come and join us Tuesday. Honestly, it takes you down memory lane. Takes you down memory lane. It's a really nice show. Next week, Tuesday, we've got West Bromwich Albion being highlighted, Norwich, Birmingham, Nottingham Forest, Newport, and then we always go across. We always go across Europe as well and do a couple of teams across Europe as well, guys. So yeah, there'd be loads of stuff. Also, me and Shane have got something we're lining up as well called the Retro Lock-In. It's going to be a late night retro show. Yeah, might be a late night retro show. So get a few beers in, get your nibbles in. We're gonna have a ball. We're gonna have a ball. We've not decided yet when that will be, but that is coming as well. Shane is a nice guy. He is. I tell you what, I might have a little bet with Shane. If Arsenal win the Champions League, he's got to wear an England top. What do you reckon? No chance. No chance. A true Irishman would never wear an England top. I don't know. It's funny that, isn't it? Not really. The history, innit? I don't want to. I don't go down that road, guys. I'm not into politics much, and I'm not into all of that. I like to ignore all what's going on. Do you know what I mean? I'm at the age now where I don't really care a monkey's what goes on, to be honest. But yeah, I wonder if he would. I wonder if I wagered him a little bet. If Arsenal win the Champions League, would you wear an England top? Here we go. No chance. Miyagi, big up, my friend. What will it take to get Arteta? I've got a bad feeling he's not going anytime soon. Complete capitulation, my friend. It's going to need us knocked out the Champions League, 4th or 5th in the table come Christmas, crap football, and then he's gone. Or would it? Would it take complete capitulation? I said if we're about 9 points off the top come Christmas, football's not very good. We've had a few bad results in the Champions League. I think he could go by Christmas. I'm just hoping. I'm clutching at straws. I'm way behind on the chat, guys. He did get the club back together, to be fair. Then it was all about himself. 100%. 100%. He doesn't take accountability. That's what annoys me with him. Why didn't he just come out against Liverpool and say, look, I got it wrong. Got it wrong. Got it completely wrong. I went in there with a game plan. Got it wrong. That's it. Respect. No problem. Kenny Ken, Matty, Brandon, Jamboy, etc. Yeah, Brandon's a top guy. He talks a lot of sense. An opinion like an arsehole. Everyone has one. Lynch, what is that? What is it like watching? What is it like supporting Arsenal? What is my analogy? Supporting Arsenal's like driving in the fog. You can't see where you're going. You're always nervous, eh? And it's stressful. Driving in thick fog. If ever you've driven in thick fog, that's what it's like supporting Arsenal. Yeah, you'd be cursed left, right, and centre if you'd sing Arteta songs on the net right about now. I know what I'm talking about. Glasner at Arsenal would be an absolute madness. Glasner's a winner. Glasner knows his stuff, you know. Glasner knows his stuff. Just because Glasner has not like managed like massive clubs doesn't mean to say he's a bad coach. I think Glasner would be a good coach at Arsenal. He'd be taking a shot, I think, but yeah. Zidane, yeah, imagine, guys. Here's to your boy. He's taken us to the line. He can't get over. He can't, Jambo. You know that. You know that, my friend. You know that. Let's get through these. Arteta at Arsenal just turning into sad affair. It is. Arteta going to dump Johnny laughing loud. Klopp in 7 years got to 5 finals and won everything. Exactly, Ben. 100%, Ben. You know it makes sense. Look what Klopp done. Look what Arsene Wenger won in his first 5 years. Look what George Graham won in his first 5 years. All right, Arteta might have had a better win rate, but he ain't won nothing. Do you know what I mean? What's he won? You have to face the facts. Sometimes you just have to hit it head on. You have to hit it head on. Paul Nash, my friend, how are we doing? The amount of dough that most of us have shelled out following this club that we love. We're entitled to our opinion, even if it ain't positive in the other eyes. Paul, I couldn't say it any better. I can't tell you with my hand on my heart how much money I have spent in 50 odd years. It'd be 50, what, 50, nearly 52 years supporting this football club now. 51 years, I think. I can't begin to tell you how much money it has cost me. All I know, it's thousands, right? Thousands. So I'd like to think that when I have an opinion, some people value it and just sort of say, well, do you know what? I think he's got a little bit of an idea what he's talking about. George Graham, all he did at Tottenham, 2 fingers up to Arsenal. He was their best manager, man. That 1989 was just... That's as honestly, there's only two things in life that I can honestly say has been the best. That is seeing the birth of my children and Arsenal winning in 89. Nothing has matched that ever. Yeah. Jan boy, Suge loves Odegaard low. There's no Suge. Where is Suge tonight? God, he's probably on the other channels, isn't he? Eh? Oh, I don't know. He's probably he's I don't know. Mind you though, he's yes, time warp, isn't it? What's the time now? It's probably early morning. I don't know. I don't know what the time is in Australia now. I think he's from Australia, isn't he? Paul and Palav. We have now got great squad. Imagine Zidane. Exactly. Slow boat. Imagine it. You imagine if we'd have built that squad up and then Zidane rocks out. Yeah. I wasn't an Arsenal fan during George Graham. My guess is they didn't know how to make statues in the dinosaur area. Oi, Johnny, don't go there, my friend. Don't go there. That dinosaur era is the reason why you support Arsenal. It built the foundations for people like you later on in life. Without George Graham era and all of that, there'd be no Arsenal. Herbert Chapman, all of these men. Don't ever, always respect the history of this football club because it's what it's built on, and not many clubs have got the same history as Arsenal. Yeah. Big up, everyone. Funny how Merino was playing well for Spain today, but Arsenal is a liability. Exactly. Depends what manager, isn't it? I've always said it. We haven't got that bad of players. This manager makes them look bad. This manager makes them look bad. I've said it before. You can have prime Messi, Ronaldo, R9, Maradona, Zidane, Sol Campbell, Tony Adams. You can have who you like in that team. This manager will find a way to kill them. Thundercats was elite. Yeah, it was, man. Big up DJB and the Binks. How we doing, my friend? Hope you well. Lawrence, why is there a statue of Bertie Mee outside the stadium? Exactly. You know, we're talking like Ian. People are talking, Lawrence, people are telling me Ian Wright should have a statue. And I've got a lot of respect for Ian Wright, but come on, you're putting a statue of Ian Wright before Bertie Mee and George Graham. Please, honestly. Mikel Merino got an hat-trick. Yeah, he did. Big up DLG ripping. Hope you're well, my friend. Hope you're well. Unbelievable. Massive hat trick. Smash the likes, guys. Come on, smash the likes. If you haven't subbed, put a little sub on it. It does help the channel. 50 years. Yeah, a long time. It's flown by. Lawrence has been supporting them a long time as well. Lawrence is in the chat. There's a lot of people in the chat that's been supporting this football club a long, long time. 50 years and I'm still going. That's the thing. I'm still going. It doesn't make me... Listen, I'm not boastful, people. Doesn't make me any better supporter than any of you guys, all right? You support Arsenal. You love the club as much as I do. I'm no better than you just because I've been supporting them for 50 years, and I would never come across that way, all right? Whether you've been supporting Arsenal for 10 years, 5 years, 6 years, 2 years, 10 years, it doesn't matter. As long as you're a passionate Arsenal fan and you want the best for the club, that's all I'm interested in. As long as you're not on here for clickbaiting and all of that and see how far up the ladder you can go. I'd never sell my soul for this football club, ever. Ain't going to happen. Ain't going to happen. Yeah, got the binks in the chat, guys. We've got 61 in the chat. It's cool. That's not a problem. When Kane and Son were peaking, Levy didn't go in hard. Do you know what, Lynch, right? That's a good point. Levy should have gone in hard. I'll tell you when Levy should have gone in hard, when they lost the Champions League final. When they got in the Champions League final, he should have kept the manager and he should have really gone in hard then. That could have been their turning point. Yeah, he made some bad decisions. Big up, Lawrence. Thank you. Going to love it when Vinay screws Spurs up as bad as Levy. It's coming, Lawrence. It's coming. That'd be an interesting read, wouldn't it? Seeing Spurs in the future. That's going to be mighty interesting. You get Saudis take them over, though. God, I'll tell you, it's worrying. The Levy thing is worrying. I think Spurs are going up for it. I've watched this space. Watch this space. 70 likes, Bosh. Come on, people. I'm way behind on the chat, guys. You know what I try and do, guys? The reason why I'm telling you now, I apologise if I'm a little bit behind on the chat, right? It's just that I'm trying to read all of them. I'm on real time. I'm trying to read all of them. I'm on a bit of a real sit back tonight. Massive sit back. This is just like, we're just going through the motions, aren't we? It's the international break. We're just chilling. I have a total break from football this week. Out and about more. Binks, you do it. Honestly, I have. I've been to my son's 30th birthday bash this weekend, and it was very nice. And all good. Can't handle the international games. No, I can't be doing with the international games. Mourinho. Marino get a hat-trick Turkey, but Arteta won't allow him the amount of freedom to do what he wants to do. Nope. Them players, I'm telling you, yeah. I think if you give Marino a bit of freedom and play him in the right position, he might look half decent and chip in with a goal. You never know. You could be, he could be like the type of the Frank Lampard was of Chelsea, coming from midfield and scoring goals. Don't know. Is there a manager out there that would do that with him? Vinay for CEO. A big up DJB in the chat. Big up Journeyman. Big up Seymour. Nice to see you, my friend. Hope the weekend's going well. Plastic deluded gooners are scared of change. Yeah, I don't get it, Emmanuel. Lawrence, I don't get what they're scared of. I don't get what it is with this manager that they're frightened of change and frightened of getting rid of him. I'm starting to think, though, I've got to be honest with you, right? I am starting to think that the tide is turning. I'm starting to think now that that they are now kind of saying like, well, if he hasn't won anything this season, then it's time to go. A lot of them are starting to say, look, yeah, this is definitely his last season if he doesn't win anything. I think that is happening. But they'll try and defend him all the way. Change scares a lot of people. That's why people stay in loveless marriages and dead jobs and refuse. Yeah, exactly, John. Exactly, my friend. The mutants become irrelevant when Arteta is booted. Be interesting, wouldn't it? Because as I said, when he moves on and he goes to a different club, he ain't going to give two monkeys about this football club. And if he goes to another Premiership team, which he won't, but if he does, or he goes and plays, or he goes to a Italian team, Spanish team, and we get him in the Champions League, he'll want to come to the Emirates and beat us. He'll be left do you know what I mean? It's football. It moves on. People move on. It's brutal. There's no loyalty in football anymore. A mod appears, YouTube in the mud. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why I've lost all my mods. Honestly. It's as if they've got on their scooters and whizzed off somewhere. Where's all my mod? I mean, Lynch was a mod. I'll make you a mod again, Lynch. Don't worry, my friend. I'll get to the bottom of it. I know nothing about the mods. All good. Yeah, he's a moderator. You had a spanner or something, didn't you? Big up, Dr. Seymour. Money talks with some people. Yeah, it does all the time. Arteta Cult has got them all. Adam 75, Atlanta Dior. Big up, my friend. Welcome, my friend. Everyone's welcome. Welcome to the community. Denmark, 1992. Yeah, I remember it well. Jonny Jensen settings. Evening, lads. Watch Green Street Hooligans again. What do you think about the movie? Green Street's a good movie. I like all them movies. Yeah, that's how it was. Seriously. It was like going to football was like going to war. It's like going to war. I've got to turn the light on, guys. 1 sec. Alexa, turn on the living room light. Okay. There we go. She does as her told all the time, Alexa. She's the only one that don't answers me back. Do you know that? Well, she answers me back, but in a positive way. You know what I mean. It was Yugoslavia. I thought it was with the Denmark thing. Alcaraz will be when his career is over. Alcaraz will be. Oh, right. Okay. So, yeah. You reckon Alcaraz will be a top? You reckon he's going to win more than Djokovic or someone like that? I wonder how many Grand Slams Alcaraz will actually win. I wonder if he will become the absolute GOAT of tennis, above everyone, Federer and everything. Federation had no ego on the show, generally classy. Just wanted to check in a while at the gym. Big up my legends. Big up my friend. Would he Gal ever come on here so you two can have a friendly debate discussion? I don't know if I'd want him on, to be honest. I don't know. I've got nothing against Igal. Igal's Igal. He does what he does. He does what he does. I do what I do. That's it. I don't think I'd have him on my show, personally. Ivan Lendl, watched him a few times. Great player. Really good player. Federer, no. Yeah, who's class, Jam Boy. I think there's a way of winning. There's classy winning and there's miserable winning, isn't there? Do you know what I mean? I think if you win classy, that's it, isn't it? Playing with panache, Federer throughout his career. Big up, Gary. Yep, I reckon Federer would do a better job than Mikel. Winners win. You ain't wrong there, Lynch, I'll tell you. You get someone like Federer in your changing room for a bit of team talk, you wouldn't go far wrong, would you? Lee's popcorn. Yeah, it is, mate. No, Curtis just had an old geezer that doesn't respond to emails. Lee Gunner said this transfer window's a 5 out of 10. Any comments, DJB? Can't really comment on the window yet. I'll comment on the window if we win something. At the moment, I would say the window is normal. It's not got me excited. Eze has, Gyökeres has, but then Gyökeres hasn't because we don't play to his strengths. Madueke, I don't think is going to be as good as Saka. Yeah. Norgard, don't understand it. Mosquera, is he going to be as good as Gabriel and Saliba? Time will tell. Henkapi, another left back, comes centre half. We'll have to wait and see. So I can't really judge the window at the moment. Ask me in January. Ask me in January and I'll give you what the window is. Oh, evening, Dan. Hope you well, brother. Hope you well. Big up, my friend. Curtis is clearly in it for himself. I don't know, man. I don't know. He's got his Arsenal. He loves the Arsenal. He does love the Arsenal. He's got a soft spot for Nottingham Forest as well, though. Don't let him tell you otherwise. He's definitely got a soft spot for Nottingham Forest, and rightly so. He's a Nottingham lad. I think Curtis tries to keep PG on his son's watch, but Arsenal make it hard to keep your cool, so he must rip shirts. I remember that stream where he ripped his shirt like the Hulk. Lee, the reason I'm still on YouTube. Yeah, exactly. Top man is Lee. Jez Raid. Cheers, Jezza. Thank you so much for the raid, my friend. Big up, my friend. Big up, Jez, all the time. Absolute legend. Mems, big up, my friend. Yeah, how many we got in now? We got 62 in, guys. Come on, let's smash the likes. Make sure you sub. If you haven't subbed, make sure you sub. We're just going through the chat, guys. We're just going through the chat and having just a general sit back chat. We're not really chatting about much. We've spoken about tennis. We've spoken about all the legends in tennis. We've touched on Saliba and his ankle injury. I still think that Arteta should have put his foot down there and sort of said, no, you're not playing. And Saka apparently is meant to be coming back against Man City, which is absolute madness. Absolute madness. And Merino scores an hat-trick. It's amazing what you can do under a proper manager, isn't it? Yeah? What you can do under a proper manager. And also, guys, should the international break be this early in the football season? I'm going to say no. I think the international break, the qualifiers should be a little bit later in the season. I don't think it should be this early. It's annoying, isn't it? Isn't it horrible? No Premiership football. I know we get bored of it. I know the football's not that exciting, but you do miss that Friday night feeling, don't you? When the Premiership's on. My local team's in the mud, by the way. My local non-league team, absolutely in the mud. Seriously, guys. I do follow me little local non-league team. Yeah. I do look out for them to see how they're doing, and they're not doing very well, guys. They're not doing very well. I like me non-league football. I've got to be honest. I do like me non-league football. I like lower league football. It's good to watch. It's good to watch. It's proper football, proper tackles. Players associate themselves with the fans. They're not detached. You know, it's good stuff. So is Saliba injured for 4 weeks? Arsenal going to need a new medical centre? You've come on here to gloat, haven't you, Mems? You've come on here to gloat, my friend. I know you have. Joseph Connor, Golden. Odegaard and Martinelli should not be starting games. I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. Although, as I said to you before, give Odegaard a free role and let Eze play in the centre. Yeah. And make the two of them buzz around so they're hard to pick up and create space for Gyökeres. Just let Odegaard go and enjoy himself. See what he can do. He's taken a lot of stick, and rightly so, because he's been bang off the form, but give him a free role. See what he can do. The assembled jam boy. Big up everyone in the chat. 80 likes now, guys. We're up to 80. Let's go. Mate, I'm protagonist. Even if I could tell you Saliba wasn't fit. Exactly. The manager will tell them they must play or maybe lose your place. Seen it. Yeah, he's ruthless. It could be a bit of that, you know. What's Johnny D saying? I understand DJB. Arteta can't do right in your opinion. If it rains today, it's his fault. If it doesn't rain, it's his fault. In my opinion, 60, 80 of the things are his fault. In your always 100. Not always, my friend. No, it's a bit harsh, that. Not always. I've praised Arteta numerous of times. You know, there's some results where he's gone and got a result, and I've praised him numerous of times. Numerous of times, you know. It's not all net negative. The free kick weren't Arteta's fault, but the tactics, why we didn't get a result, was his fault. I'm not blaming him for the free kick that went in. I mean, that was a worldie. That's not his fault. No, I mean, you know, I do give praise where it's due. If I think that he's got it right, then I'll praise him. There's quite a few games where I think that he's got it spot on in his tactics right. Unfortunately, it's few and far between, and you have to call it out. You have to call it out. I play midfield, Jamboy. I get stuck into people all the times. But you don't have VAR though, Joseph. Slot wouldn't have let Saliba start. I don't think he would have. Dan. I really don't think he would have. I think on that incident there, take Arteta out the frame, let's say a football manager, right? Where a player's injured himself in a warm-up and the medical staff has not had a proper time to assess the situation because it's so many minutes before the game kicks off, the manager should have made an on-field decision. That's my opinion. And it doesn't, you know, it could be any manager. Glasner, Arnie, yeah, Pep. I think he should have just made the on-field decision, sent him to his medical staff and said, look, he needs looking at. I'm not playing him. He's twisted his ankle. I'm not risking it. Every player wants to play. Of course they want to play. Dr. Seymour, I have an irritating ass called the Missus. What would you recommend? Jam boy, I'm sure she's not. I'm sure she's not irritating. I'm sure you give as good as what she get, honestly. Be a proper manager. Exactly. Come on, put your foot down. What? Look, I've got another mod. David C. Yeah. See, you're a mod. I made you a mod and it works. Yeah, I've lost Lynch as a mod. I've lost Joseph Connor Golden as a mod. I don't know what's happened. What's the plan for Arsenal this week? Good question. I'll tell you what, right? The plan for Arsenal this week is get through these internationals and see who comes back fit. That's the first priority. Let's get all our players back fit from international duty. But let's talk about the Arsenal Nottingham Forest game because it's a 3 points must win. We cannot drop any points against Nottingham Forest, people, right? Simple as that. We just can't. Can't draw, got to win. Got to win. So who does he line up with? Well, how does he go about this? How does he go about this? Because he didn't play Eze against Liverpool. He played Merino. Now he's seen Merino score an hat-trick tonight. Just saying. What's he going to do? What's he going to do? If it was me, I'd be playing Eze on the left. And I'll just go over that again. Every time I say Eze on the left, it's not because that's where I want to see him play. He's more effective in the centre and he does most of his stuff in the midfield central role. But I just think our left-hand side is so poor, Eze's the best that we've got. Madueke on the right. Odegaard. Even though I'd probably play Wanyeri, that would be my choice, but that ain't going to happen. I'm only telling you what he's going to pick. He'll play Odegaard, Gyökeres, Rice, Zubamendi, usual back. He'll have Mosquera, Calafiori if he's fit, but I don't think he's fit because I think he picked up an injury. So he'll play Henkepi, give him his debut probably. Yeah. Mod alert. I know, Jam Boy. The mods are in now. The mods are coming in. They're getting off their scooters and they're pulling up. Yeah, they're pulling up. They'll be in. Don't you worry. I'll have some mods. I'll have some more mods put on. Yeah, but knowing this manager, he's going to play Martinelli on the left. He'll play Odegaard in the 10. He'll play Merino. He'll start with what he started against Liverpool. I wouldn't be surprised if he does that. Wouldn't be surprised if he does that. Jamboy, oh dear, well, the divorce litigator around. If she's ready to be shown the curb, if you're still fond of her, maybe find a practitioner who still performs. The bottom is. Oh, the chat. This chat, honestly, cracks me up. David C. I'm convinced they put Saliba out there for 2 minutes so he could go down during the game so the insurance pays his salary for the next month. Who knows? Who knows how football works nowadays, David? Nothing surprises me nowadays. I probably wouldn't have thought it was that, but yeah. Johnny D, what was wrong with the 5 out of 10 rating window? Yeah, what was wrong with a 5 out of 10? I think that's generous. That's good for Lee. If Lee's rated that 5 out of 10, I'm telling you, you bite his hand off, mate. He must have been in a good mood rating that at 5 out of 10. That's all I'm saying. JCG, there are so many games now, it's hard to squeeze them all in, hence injuries everywhere. There is. You've got to have your man management skills out, guys. You need that man management. Massive. DJB is doing the same thing with Saka, pushing him hard as possible, then he won't be fit. It's worrying with Saka because he reckons he's going to be back this weekend. He reckon he could be in the frame for this weekend. That would be madness. That would be madness if he's anywhere near that squad the weekend. I don't want to see him play the weekend. Too many games when you're competing in 4 competitions. Do you think they should get rid of the League Cup? Good question, Dan. I'm going to answer that when I come back. I'm just going to go get a drink. My point with the League Cup, right, is that no, they shouldn't get rid of it because the big teams have got big squads and the squads they can put out are still good enough to compete in that cup competition. And you're only talking a handful of teams that are affected with the amount of games they play. So when you look at all the teams throughout the leagues, you're only talking the top 6 teams that play too many games, that play all them games. The rest of them are not. The rest of them are not playing Champions League, UEFA Cup, are not playing in Europe. So if you scrap that, you're really punishing the teams that are not playing in Europe. You know, you're punishing the likes of, I don't know, like, okay, put it out there, West Ham. So if you didn't have the Carabao Cup, you're punishing the teams like West Ham. West Ham ain't playing in Europe this season. They haven't got a very busy schedule. So, you know, you can't keep bailing down to the elite, the Arsenals, the Man Cities, the Liverpools, the Man United, the Spurs, the Chelseas. You can't keep bailing down to the big clubs and scrapping cups like the Carabao Cup that's tradition just because it helps them out, you know? So, yeah. And they've got big squads. I mean, Dan, look at your team. You could probably get 2 or 3 teams out of your squad. You can rotate Ed TK and do you know what I mean? It's like you got no worries. Managers get paid top dollar to rotate their teams. And they know at the start of the season the amount of games they've got to play. So they should factor that in. So for me, good question, my friend. I would say no. Because all of the games that you've put there, too many games when you're competing in 4 competitions, it's only for that club. So if they got rid of the League Cup, it wouldn't be fair on the other teams. DJB, so this manager saying that Saliba wanted to play was against his better judgment. So who is running the changing room, the players or the manager? I'd like to think the manager. The manager's definitely running the changing room, without a doubt. He's running the football club. At the moment, he thinks he's bigger than the football club assembled. That's the problem with him. That's why it's nice to have Berta on the scene, because I think he's slowly now realising that, hang on a minute, I'm not as big as I think I am. You know? Just that one incident, I think he should have just sat him down. Arteta is all about himself. Never takes accountability. Hello, Guardian. How you doing, my friend? I love Arteta about as much as Millwall like West Ham. That is one derby. It's going to happen one day. I cannot wait to see. It's Arteta's fault, absolutely, just like all the others. All the facts point out to it, don't they? He just doesn't learn, does he? The retro shows are top. They're my favourite streams. John, honestly, the retro show is growing. It's growing. It's not where we want them, but they are growing, guys. It is growing slowly but surely. Love the old kits. Oh, they're magic. Love the retro show. Would be brilliant where you two are retro shop in person. Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it, and then we'll do a vlog or a live stream when we're in the shop. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Good luck getting an Irishman wearing an England top. Imagine it. Both sides entitled to their opinions as long as you don't get personal. It's opinions. Unfortunately, your top gooners never have good reasons to keep Arteta. Nope. He's won the trophy for spending the most money. Off to bed now, guys. Jam Boy, have a lovely sleep, my friend. Thank you for joining me. You're an absolute legend. Respect all the time, my friend. Yeah, 100%. And love to your family, my friend. Big up, my friend. Big up. 100. Completely big up. Yeah, he's a proper legend, Jam Boy. He's part of the community. He's a massive part. Wouldn't be a chat without Jam Boy, would it? Paul Nash, everyone is entitled to their opinion, including me, saying if Arteta has a bigger win rate over the last half of the decade, there must be something wrong with the players in the clutch at the moments. Well, where comes Leicester won the Premiership then? How did Leicester win the Premiership, Johnny? That's all I'm saying. Asphyxiation is a word, DJ. Just forward your pod, Ecuador, for my brother. He could kickstart learning Arsenal English subscription. Boom. Another of the Arsenal in the South America. 51 years supporting Arsenal, DJB. Yeah, you must have started watching them when Jimmy Rimmer. Yeah. Jimmy Rimmer, Brian Kidd. Yeah. John Matthews, Liam Brady. Oh, I remember when Liam Brady broke into the team, I'm thinking, whoa. It reminds me when Liam Brady, right, broke into the team, it reminds me of like Max Dowman. Yeah. You know, when I'm thinking, is this brother for real? What's he got? What is, hang on a minute. He's using 2 feet. He can ping a pass 30 yards with his left foot and right foot. What's going on? What is going on here? Yeah. I don't know. Jimmy Rimmer. I'll say he was an underrated goalkeeper. He was a brilliant shot stopper, wasn't he, Jimmy Rimmer? He was brave as well, wasn't he? He was a brave keeper. Dive at anyone's feet. Jam Boy, you're a credit. Of course he is, man. He's an absolute legend. Slow boat to Cambodia, Australia. We're getting them all round the globe, guys. Australians, America, you're all welcome. Everyone's welcome. Just the aura of Zidane. Just everything about Zidane would this, honestly, can you imagine it? Chris Welch, people have different opinions, but doesn't mean that there is an objective. Truth present is debate. Things can be proven true or false. Facts, my friend, facts. The moment wasn't disrespectful to Arsenal or Graham, just building statues and technology. Oh, right. Okay, my friend. No problem. They've all defended first. Ian Wright has become more popular once he has become a commentator. Yeah, he just fits the moment, doesn't he? He just epitomises the modern day Arsenal fan, Ian Wright, doesn't he? Says all the right things, does all the PR stuff, does all the interviews with the new players. Yeah, does all the branding. He just epitomises what the modern day Arsenal fan's all about. And he likes the attention, Ian Wright, doesn't he? He loves the attention. So he's going to say the right things. Absolute legend of a football player. I just don't like the way he sold his soul a little bit. That's all. That's my opinion. You don't sell your soul to anything. You say it as it is. Thierry Henry hasn't. Manu Petit hasn't. You say it as it is. Simple as that. The club is everything, completely. You're all better Arsenals than me. I have two favourite clubs, Rapid and Arsenal. So I survived with Bayern up at least. Both down is hard, but hardly ever case. Rapid Vienna. Evening DJB, just sub. Darren, big up, my friend. Thank you very much for your sub. Hey, about time. Wait, about time, Sully. I'll tell you. No, joking, my man. Thank you very much indeed. Appreciated. Welcome to the community, my friend. I've been saying earlier on in the streams, I've had problems with me mods. Me mods have got on their scooters and driven away. I've got David Sean as a mod. I've lost Lynch as a mod. I've lost Joseph Connor as a mod. Unfortunately, they've all sort of sailed away. Unfortunately, DJB, some fans equate supporting Arsenal equals supporting the manager, even if it is the expense of the club. Yeah, facts. Interesting point. I was listening to the last word on Spurs today. They were talking about what was going on with the higher up. Certainly big investment going into Spurs. That's frightening. They're going to have big investment. Spurs are going to have big investment. Big up, Lawrence. The business we did in this summer window should have been done after we beat Chelsea in the Cup Final 2020. Typical AFC, 5 years behind schedule. Lawrence, I agree, mate. We should have strengthened big time. We should have and do you know what? I've been saying this now for ages, Lawrence. We should have strengthened big time in the last 5 years, and we would be a top team now. Unfortunately, we've given this manager far too much money to waste. And this is where we are at the moment, my friend. Big up to you. Thank you very much. Apparently, Alcaraz wears shorts that are far too tight. I wouldn't know, my friend. It was an 8 out of 10 window for me. It's the manager, Eze Zubrez. Yeah, you said that, Lynch, and I respect that, my friend. I respect that. You're saying that the players, it's not the players, it's the manager. And I'm leaning towards that now, you know. I've got to be honest. I don't think these players are as bad as what they are showing in some games. You give these players to someone else, like a Klopp or someone like that. These players are absolutely winning things. Odegaard is not as bad as as he looks at the moment. Honestly. DJB, would you sell Raya? Yeah, if the right money came in. If you're getting top dollar for a goalkeeper, definitely. There's other goalkeepers out there. Oh, we got Kepa. What are you worried about? We need creativity, but Arteta doesn't like that. Not at the moment. Don't know why. I think what damaged Arteta was when he bottled that 8-point lead. He's never got over that. Up until then, we was playing some lovely football. Since that 8-point lead, he's gone too far the other way. DJB, please spare a thought for me as the Forest game next Saturday is on at 4:30. Oh, mate. You're up early. Lawrence. 4:30 a.m. Oh, dear. Yeah, we need 3 points. I don't care when it's on. We just need 3 points, Lawrence. I want a good performance as well. I don't want all this stupid madness performance. I want a good performance as well. Like a proper performance. Yeah, go and slap them like 4-0 or something like that. Playing quality football. Lee's great, but he spends more time complaining about other YouTubers than talking about footballs these days. Guest beef gets more views. Yeah, I've not really had time to listen to Lee lately. I mean, I do pop into Lee, you know. Listen, I can't knock what he does, man. I can't. He subs and his views speak for itself, so I can't comment on it. Lee to me is up there, massive. He's up there with the best of them. Saka, Odegaard starting in. I wouldn't say Saka starting. I hope not. Yeah, it's early, Lawrence. That's massively early. Averley FC. Yeah. Yeah, not far from me, Averley. Played at Averley many times. Great bum because I'd give Odegaard a free roll at a crack clinic. Oh, no. He will get injured again. No meat on his bones. Fraudster out. He don't look himself, though, does he, the last couple of seasons? He really don't, does he? He does look a bit frail and he does look a bit, I've got to admit, what happened to Odegaard is similar to what happened to Arshavin. Fantastic to start off with and scored goals at Anfield and then went downhill. Exactly. But if you're a manager, you'd get the best out of him, wouldn't you? You'd move him. You'd mix it up a little bit. Give him something else to do. Change the way he plays. Get him moving here, there, and everywhere. Just say, go out and enjoy yourself. Let your hair down. Yeah, but no, go play in the centre. Make things happen. Get on the ball, make things happen. Go and enjoy yourself. That's what Odegaard needs. He needs to be released. His FIFA has ever pulled host country privilege hosting the World Cup due to political instability or visa travel related issues. Has FIFA ever pulled a host country privilege? I can't remember. Don't think they have. I mean, look where they're hosting tournaments now. It's everywhere, isn't it? They're hosting tournaments everywhere. Saudi, Africa, America. They're trying to make it global all around the world, but sometimes I don't know. I don't know. That Super League will be round the corner, guys. Trust me. That Super League will be round the corner. That's coming again. That European Super League is definitely coming again. That Champions League format, that'll be Super League format. The Premiership would be like a bang average Premier League, and you'll have Arsenal, Man City, Man United, Chelsea, Liverpool, all playing on a weekly basis. The fixture Barcelona, Real Madrid, Juventus. Be a Super League. It's probably why football's so boring, because they're probably thinking, well, if we make it boring, we'll get a Super League. It's coming. It's definitely coming. 100%. It is definitely coming. This manager's an evil narcissist forcing injured players to play. He is a bit, yeah. I don't get it. I just don't get why he had to play him. I really don't. Paul Nash, I live in South Ockenden for 20 years. Big up, my friend. I know South Ockenden well. Been up and down that main drag many a times. Yeah, and they used to have, I'll tell you what they used to have. I don't know if it's there on the roundabout there. They used to have late at night. We used to come home from the Circus Tavern on a Friday night. I'm going back a few years now, Paul, right? We used to come back from the Circus Tavern and go through, get the cab driver to cut through the lanes. And there used to be like a big burger van and get the old burgers and all that. Used to stay open late. I don't know if it's still there. Paul. Look how far behind. I agree. Any drop points will be a disaster. Massive disaster. Lynch, Eze, Yorkeres, None, Ethan, Rice, Subi. Yeah, I think you're right. It's got to start with Eze. He has to start with Eze. I think you have to play Eze up the middle. Yeah, definitely. 100%. I'll tell you what I did, right? I had this, didn't I, the other day? I don't know if you see it. You might have seen it. Still up here. I still think I've got it. Let's have a little look. It's proper chat tonight, guys. Proper chat tonight. It's proper been chilled, isn't it? There we go. Yeah? Look where Eze, look. Centre midfield, 52%. He played as a central midfield player, right? Attacking midfield left, only 4%. Left wing, 13%. That is his position. That is his position. Now, you imagine if you had Odegaard floating across here and here. Yeah. Imagine if you had Odegaard floating around on the left, then on the right, then in the centre, and you had Eze, protruding. Do you know what I mean? Down the centre. Be so hard to pick them up. So hard to pick them up. But it is what it is, you know. He ain't going to play it. He's too set in his ways, isn't he? He's too set in his ways. I'd drop Odegaard to the reserves. He needs dropping. He needs something because he ain't doing it for Arsenal. He's had enough chances. Calafiori got an injury. I think he is. I think he's crocked again, isn't he? I think he's done again. I'm watching an hour behind at work. Hope you're having a great stream. Nicholas, yeah, we're having a proper stream here, guys. It's a proper sit-back session. Chilled out Sunday, late, going into Monday, starting a new week. We've talked everything. We've even covered tennis here. You name me a football channel that covers tennis. Jason Mikel has destroyed him. Facts. Lynch, that means this hardhead should be forced to start MLS. Ah, yeah. Lewis Skelly, eh? Lewis Skelly. He ain't going to play Lewis Skelly, is he? He won't play. He's going to play that Hincapi, whatever his name is. He's going to play him, isn't he? He's going to give him. I bet he gives him his debut. I bet he gives that Ecuadorian his debut. You watch. He won't play Skelly. If Calafiori's injured, he'll give Hincapi his debut. Report Mikel to CPS. He prevents all the kids from as much playing time as possible. Wanyeri's going out on loan. Trust me. He's going out on loan. He'll go out on loan in January, Wanyeri. Let's have a look at Ethan. Comfortable setting at home to Forest. Yeah. He might. See, the problem is, right, he'll give Ethan and Dowman a run out. If we're like 2 or 3 up against Nottingham Forest, he'll bring on Ethan and Dowman. But he won't have the balls to start them. That's the problem. I'm worried they bring back Saka so early and then you could have James Maddison situation. Yeah, facts. Or worse. Don't even think he will come on, Lynch, knowing Arteta. He won't. If they get rid of the League Cup, I won't watch another game. True, my friend. Can't get rid of the League Cup. I understand what people say because it's one of them debates that you do hear quite often. All these players play too many games and all of that. But when you think about it, it's only the elite top teams in the Premier League that has the problem of too many games. But then they've got the squads to compensate for that. The rest of the teams, Carabao Cup is just part of their. It's just part of their kind of makeup. They're not in Europe, so if you get rid of the Carabao Cup, you're sanctioning all your other teams, aren't you? Really. I like the League Cups. A lot of teams take it seriously. I like any cup competition. Me. I like any cup, Tom. There's nothing like it. There's nothing like seeing your club win a cup. I don't care what you say. There's nothing like that feeling at Wembley when they walk up them steps and you see your captain just raise that cup. The feet, honestly, you don't care if it's the Carabao Cup or FA Cup. Just the day out, you set off in the morning, breakfast, then you meet up, a few beers, whatever, lunch. Then you're milling around the stadium. You get in the stadium. The atmosphere's electric. You're watching the game full of suspense. And then the final whistle goes, whatever. And then hopefully you've won it. And you see your team go up them stairs, or on the pitch now it is, isn't it? In the middle with all the ticker tape and all that crap. Yeah. All that Fernando. And then they lift the cup. It's nothing like it, guys. There is nothing like it. Then 1983, I would get rid of the League Cup now that we finally have a proper squad and we're starved of trophies. Carabao Cup could even be vital for us if we were to win it, building confidence. Exactly. You've got to start somewhere. This team needs a trophy. Whether it's a Carabao Cup, FA Cup, this team, these players deserve a trophy. You can't win bigger things unless you've tasted winning. Can't. You can't. You keep failing all the time. You keep coming runners up constantly and losing semi-finals. As a football player, any sportsman, you're fed up with it. And I keep going back to that sports day at school when you've run in the running race and you come second. And then your parents or your nan or granddad or whoever's on the line watching you go, well, you done well. And you go, no, I never won. I come second. And they, yeah, but you done well. And then you come second again. Honestly, it's all about winning, guys. You can't keep failing all the time. You just can't keep doing it. DJB, you travelling to the USA for the World Cup? I'd love to. Trying to. And I'll tell you why. Family member's 60th. He wants to go to the World Cup. So, I mean, that'd be great if we could get out there for that. Definitely. If you're not planning to win every game and every cup build, that's incredible momentum. It's a waste of time. Absolutely. Facts. The problem ain't English Cup competitions. The problem is TV moving games. So annoying. So annoying. I used to love it when all the games kicked off at 3 o'clock. All the games kicked off Saturday afternoon, 3 o'clock. All the games kicked off. None of this Sunday nonsense, Monday night, Friday night. Just on a Saturday. That was it. And they were all wrapped up by 5 o'clock. Done. And then you had a midweek game Tuesday or Wednesday. That was it. You played Saturday at 3 o'clock and then you played on a Tuesday or a Wednesday. That was it. Now it's like, 5:30 kick. It really annoys me because you plan. I hate the Sunday games at the Emirates. I hate them. Honestly, it messes up my weekend. The atmosphere's a bit flat. I go, obviously, but I just don't enjoy it. I do if we win, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, unpopular opinion. The biggest problem for me at Arsenal right now is not Arteta, but the players' mentality. They have a winning complex. They don't believe in themselves. They desperately need to win. Yeah, but who instills that mentality into the players, though, Johnny? Who instills it? If you've got I'll tell you, right, I'll put it this way, right, Johnny, right? Imagine you going to work and your manager or your boss gives you the same job to do day in, day out, day in, day out, day in, day out. Right? Day in, day out. Every single day. Wouldn't you get bored? Don't you think these players are getting a bit bored of the system that the manager wants to play week in, week out? Your mentality is going to be sucked dry, isn't it? Eventually, your mentality is going to go right down the hill. You keep having to play the same system all the time and frightened of doing anything wrong. I can't believe Arteta is not reading the social media. Oh, he's got his ears to the floor, mate. Don't you worry about that. Chat boy night, bud. He's fast asleep now. I'm so behind on the chat. There's a lot of chat to get through. I'm doing my best, people. I'm doing my best. It's a lot of chat, which is good. It's always a Circus Tavern is iconic. Loved it. Do you remember it, Slow Boat? You Essex boy as well. Madness. Big up, my friend. Too much money involved. David C, you know there is. That's the problem. Honestly. Way too much money. The mid should be Eze, Rice, Zube. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Lynch. Eze's the most. You've got to get creative. To your careers to score goals, you've got to get creative. 100%. 100%. You need that creativity in there. 100. Only went to tavern once. What a nut house. I live in Enfield now. Oh, mate, back in the 80s, that used to. Oh, I tell you. They all went to the tavern. All the Essex Wrongans, mate. All the top boys. Do you know what I mean? I'm not mentioning no names, but they all went down there. My lineup: Raya, Calafiore, Mosquito, Gabriel, Timber, Rice, Merino, MLS, Eze, Medway, Glock, 4-3-3. Not a bad lineup, my friend. You play Merino. No Zubi. Do you know what? That ain't a bad lineup. I'm not disagreeing. I'm not wholeheartedly disagreeing with that. I'm only saying Zubamendi because, do you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm with you. If Marino's like bang on it, jury's out with me with Zubamendi. I've got to see more of that brother play. The jury's out with me on him. I've seen some great midfielders over the years. I used to watch Cesc Fabregas get the ball, and there'd be 4-6 players closing him down, and he'd find space and get a pass off. I see Brady do it. I've seen Merson do it. I've seen Rocastle do it. I don't think this player can do it. I don't think Zubamendi can do it. We should go 4-4-2. Skelly got caught on the ball a lot yesterday. Apparently he did, yeah. Apparently he did. I don't think he favours Skelly. I think Skelly's going to fall out of bed with this manager. Big up, Buster. Big up, my friend. Proof Odegaard is not the central player for us, Norway. How successful is Odie at assisting Haaland? Proof Odie is not the player to get peak supply to your careers. Do you know what, Buster? I've heard this, and I think you could be right, my friend. I think it might have been time. I think Odegaard's like the manager. I think he's reached his ceiling at this football club. And if you're a Norwegian, my friend, and you've watched him play, who am I to argue? I'm not going to disagree with you. I think he might have peaked at this football club, Odegaard. I don't think you can get any better from him. I'm only suggesting play him in different positions to try and get his mojo back. I'm only saying that what a manager might do just to try and get him buzzing again. But brother, if you've seen him and you think if he's not doing it for Norway, he ain't going to do it for his club, is he? Let's be honest. I remember Liverpool played the teenagers and won it. Yeah, they did. Exactly. And David, Jurgen Klopp says that's one of his best achievements in football. Winning that Carabao Cup with them kids, he puts that down to one of his best achievements in football. DJB, was you at the UCL final? Yes, I was. I can't talk about it, mate. Can't talk about it. Can't talk about it. I was absolutely floods of tears. I was gutted for weeks. Absolutely weeks. Because I was so confident that we'd win it. With the team we had, I was just so confident we would win it. I was gutted we lost it. Absolutely gutted. If you're a team, whatever level, go out and win every game. This is how. Yeah, exactly. I want entertaining now, though. I want entertaining. I'm fed up of watching boring football. How do you think he will set up for the Forest match? Usual. I think he'll set up the usual, David. Don't be surprised. He'll play Martinelli on the left. Don't be surprised if Eze's on the bench. Wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me, my friend. I remember years ago, gentlemen's night at the Circus Tavern. Oh, dear, they used to have the darts there, didn't they? Remember the dart nights there? I think they had boxing there as well, didn't they, years ago? I might be wrong. Does anyone think we're going to play exciting football? No, not really. Yeah, love the tavern. Because, Santi Corzola. Lynch, would you say, right, that Santi Corzola was probably one of the most underrated footballers in Europe? I'm going to say he was. I wouldn't say he was underrated at Arsenal. Everyone loved him at Arsenal. He was a baller. But I'm talking about over Europe. Santi Corzola wasn't really recognised, was he, as a top player? I like Thomas Rosicky as well. I thought Rosicky was some player. Great player, Thomas Rosicky. We've had some bowlers, haven't we? Alexis Sanchez, God. Alexis Sanchez was just levels. Cesc was amazing. He was. Brilliant player. Really, really intelligent. I like Hleb as well. Hleb was a good player. But I mean, we're talking about all these players, right? And you're talking about the current squad. How many of that current squad would get into that squad? Rosicky walks into this squad. Fabregas definitely walks into this squad. Alexis walks into this squad. I'm only going sort of fairly recent. I'm not even going back even further. I'm keeping it real. DJB, have you noticed there's no blood in the game anymore? No, there's nothing. You can't touch any players, can you, Crypto? Big up, Crypto, my friend. Guys, I've not said it for a while, but if you've not smashed the likes or done a sub, why not? Come on, guys. Yeah, I'm on the road to 2K. I was 73 away. Let's go. Subbing. Yeah, I mean, some of the players that we had, privileged to watch them, weren't you, really? Watch the 2006. How can you do it? I've never watched it. I've never watched a rerun of it. Never. Distant memory. Scarred me. That did. That was one of my football scars in life. That 2000 at the final. BX Gunner, big up, my friend. Hope you're well. Respect Doc Seymour. Yeah, respect to all the one in the chat, my friend. Jamboy's fast asleep now. He's well gone. Alexis Yorkeres Saka. He'd solved the left-hand side. Oh, can you imagine it, Lynch? You imagine it. You had a man like Alexis on the left. Imagine it. Imagine if you're Yorkeres and you got someone like Alexis. We haven't got that, have we? Eze's nowhere near Alexis Sanchez. Nowhere near. Come on. God, go through the old midfielders. They'll all play. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's just the midfielders. Quam, big up, my friend. Tom Canton is an Arteta parrot. Yeah, I know, man. Sold their soul, mate. Sold their soul. Got no time for them. They're gloss workers, aren't they? They gloss it all over. They shine it all up. Yeah. There's no grey area. It's all shiny and fluffy and new. It's madness. Darts and boxing at the Circus Tavern. Yep. I thought there was. No, watch live Tummill's nightclub that night, DJB. Yeah, Martinelli should have passed to Gorkarez last week, but Gorkarez wasn't scoring from there anyway. We just don't pass him the ball. Do you know what? He looks bang average to me. And it's not his fault. It's because there's no creativity around him. He looks like a fish out of water. Seriously. He looks like a fish out of water, just flapping around. Just flapping around. Do you know what I mean? Give me some water. That's Gyökeres. Like a flappy fish. Pires, Gyökeres, Eze for me. Pires in my top 5, one of my top 5 all-time Arsenal players. That guy was just he was just incredible. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. That's why I've started watching more Championship. The football can be a lot more fun. Yeah, it's free flowing. Yeah, exactly. AJ, big up to my friend. Big up, my friend. Hope you're well. DJB, I can't watch my team's loss in 2007 playoff final. Never watched it back, and it was against the Derby team go down. Yeah, Dal Summers, honestly, it's heartbreaking, man. Can't do it. There's certain games you just can't watch back, aren't there? Tell you another game I can't watch back. The Michael Owen FA Cup final at Cardiff. Can't watch that one. Liverpool Arsenal FA Cup. Can't watch that one. Champions League final. Can't watch that. They're just really sore, really hit home. Darren Sullivan's Santi had a great technique and was in the era when Spain's midfield was the best in the world. So he went under the radar. Yeah. Do you know what? That's a really good point. That's a really, really good point. Dest didn't get the kind of recognition because of Iniesta and Xavi, what he was up against, but he was a brilliant player. Like, real proper player, wasn't he? Arteta's actually sacking himself with his decision. Yeah, he's going to sack himself. He'll be gone. Big up, DJ. Big up, Buddha, my friend. Hope you're well. As a Liverpool FC in buzzing, I feel even if Arteta doesn't win a trophy, he will not be sacked. You could be right. You could be right. You could be 100% correct. Do you remember Bredbury Hall at Stockport back in the day? Loads of us always ended up there after away days. Vaguely. I don't remember it too well, I've got to be honest. I was one that when I went away days, I'd like to sort of get home. Do you know what I mean? Especially in the 80s when it was a bit volatile, Places like Stockport and places like that. You go to certain places up north, Burnley, Burnley had a mob back in the day. Jeez. Could be sacked. You reckon? Do you reckon Arteta will end up the Spanish manager? Do you reckon he'll end up the No, surely not. Surely not. No, Arteta will be sacked. Josh and Berta see things through the manager. Yeah, possibly. It's got to happen. It's got to happen because he can't keep going on like this. You can't have all that amount of money spent and not win anything. It just can't be happening. That final v Liverpool, Owen robbed us. Oh, can you? Oh no, that was really heart wrenching. That really was. Joe, you and I know Arteta's favourites, Odegaard. Mark, yeah, exactly. If Havertz was fit now, he would start in front of Gyökeres. This brother's seen how Gyökeres has played the last 3 games, and he'd probably put Havertz up front. I'm telling you, 100%. Slow boat, big up my friend. Bergkamp, Henri, Pires, Lundberg, Overmars, RVP, Riziki, Hleb, to name but a few. That is creativity, guys. 100%. 100. So much creativity. Yeah. Look at it. I mean, just look at that team. Look. Just look at that team. I mean, Arteta eyeing up the English team job. There will be right. Can you imagine if Arteta became the next English manager, English national coach? I don't know. Is anyone kind of excited about Tuchel being the England manager. He's a winner, isn't he? He's won things. But I don't know, is he going to take us to the promised land? Me personally, I just don't think England are good enough. They're not good enough. I think the players are overrated. I think they play in an overrated league. I think technically they fell on every level. And when they're really up against it, they fail. Mentality-wise, I just don't think England will ever win a World Cup. And I said this the other day. What would you rather have? See, Arsenal win the Champions League or England win the World Cup? What a question. I'm going to answer it. I'm going to answer it, chat, right? I'm going to have England winning the World Cup. I've said it. I've said it. England winning the World Cup. Yeah, there's a lot of that. There's a lot of that, Sully. I could not believe Eddie Howe didn't even get a shout for that England job. Gobsmacked. Absolutely gobsmacked. He never got a shout for the England job. Can't watch the 91 semi-final, that lot, either. No, mate, you're right. England look worse under Tunnel than they did under Southgate, and that, yeah, they do at the moment. I've not really watched it, to be honest. I can't get excited about it. I've not really watched it. We should have an English manager. Yeah, I believe so. Chiellini should have been sent off for bringing down Saka. That is 100%. I will go to my grave. Absolute, yeah. Yeah, I remember that. I was shouting at the telly as well. Don't worry about that. I was shouting. Yeah. Kwame exactly right. I like for his work rate and dirty work, but I don't think the midfield we have is an incredible passer, unfortunately. No, Declan Rice is an absolute. He's a good workman-like player, and Declan Rice. You can't put him in the bracket of, top midfield players. But he is a top player. Top player. English players ain't as good as foreign players. I think what it is, right, is when the foreign players play for their country, it's everything. Winning the Euros and winning a World Cup is everything to Spanish players, Italian, South American. It's everything. Whereas the English players, I still think there's that element of it's not important as the club. I might be wrong. And if there was professional football players that play for England in this room, I'd probably get beaten up or something. But I don't know. I just think the attitude is different. Because if you was to ask any Spanish player or Italian, German, to name but a few, and say, would you rather win the World Cup or the Champions League and your domestic league for your club? They're going to take the World Cup. But I think if you was to ask an English player that plays for their club, like Saka, would you win? What would you rather win? The World Cup for England or Champions League for Arsenal? I don't know. What do you think he'd say? That's the difference. England for me. Yeah. Out of respect for DJB in the chat, I took half an hour sabbatical in commencing to let DJB catch up. You're all heart, Johnny. You're all heart, my friend. Portuguese. They're only together for a week or two. Can foreign managers get through to the team in that time? It's difficult, isn't it? It is difficult. And the style of football that gets played nowadays is completely different. You can't do anything. You can't tackle now. You got VAR. It's just complete. Football's completely different. I think you're spot on, DJB, with about the England players. Darren, it's just my observation. It's just my observation, Darren, right? I'm not sure because playing for your country, if you're Spanish, Italian, and all of that, South American, is Portuguese, Brazilian, is like the pinnacle of your career. It's everything. And I'm not sure that the majority of English players, it's everything for them. I still think they're more allegiance to their club than what they are their country. And the reason why and I said this the other day, the reason why I say England to win the World Cup is because we're all fans. And the one thing that unites everyone is football. Whether you're a Burnley fan, Spurs fan, Grimsby fan, Sheffield United fan, we're all fans. And if England win the World Cup, all them fans, no matter what team you support, would join together in the cities all around the country. Can you imagine it? So you'd have Manchester fans, Man United fans, Man City fans, Liverpool fans, all celebrating because England's won the World Cup. It would just unite all the fan bases, wouldn't it? You wouldn't have, see, at the moment, it's like, well, I'm an Arsenal fan, you're a Spurs fan. You know? It's like the golden language, isn't it? Winning the World Cup must unite every single football fan in the country. Must do. It's only from what I've witnessed in the years gone by. Like when you saw France win the World Cup down the Champs-Élysées, that Paris. I mean, there must have been thousands and thousands of people on that street, lining that street. And they was all they was like Nice fans, PSG fans. When Germany won the World Cup, there was Bayern Munich fans, Schalke, there was like thousands of them. That's the only reason why I'd like England to win the World Cup. You imagine the celebration. It must be immense. With Elliot Anderson, Eze, Morgan Rogers, all brilliant in midfield for England. Surely the end for Jordan Henderson. Jordan Henderson shouldn't be getting anywhere near the dressing room. Should not be getting anywhere near the dressing. He shouldn't even be getting a bus. Seriously, come on, honestly. I'm South Florida, and there's a lot of Brazilians in Argentina here. Yeah, David C. Yeah, there will be. DJB, aren't there a few Irish nationals on the English team? That could explain some of it. Possibly. This is what I mean. Yeah, there's a lot of there's also a lot of English players with backgrounds of different cultures, and I get that. And and it's nice. It's good. I'm not knocking it. I'm just wondering where their allegiance lies. I think that's the difference. And it's the same with fans. You ask the majority of an English fan, would you rather see your team win the league or win the Champions League? They're gonna pick their club over their country. Most fans, I would say, in this country will pick their club over their country. I'm gonna go as high as 75% would say club over country. I might be wrong. Copenhagen against Glasgow was an awful game. That side should have won the final, but we didn't turn up and lost on penalties. All right, there, big up, man. I bet you can't watch it. Can't watch it. Palmer, Rice, Eze, midfield. Eze's got to play, Lynch. Eze has to play. I remember Stockport away League Cup. Got to Euston and it was all West Ham. We played the night before, King Monday. I went to Wolves, bunked a train, jibbed it in, gutted I missed the Stockport though. Great story, Robbie. Big up to you, my friend. Jibbed it in. I've not heard that saying in ages. I jibbed it in. Oh, big up, mate. Yeah. I remember I went West Ham away once and I lost. I got in with a mate of mine and we got there late and the away end was shut And this guy said, "Well, you can go in." He said, "But you got." And there was the chicken run at Upton Park, and like diehard West Ham fans, ICF, the lot, yeah. And my mate had his Arsenal top on under his tracksuit top, and he went to pull it up because we wanted to watch the game. We obviously had to stay quiet. We just wanted to be there. And he tried to zip it up, and he broke his zip on his jacket, and it was cold. And he broke the zip, so he's trying to zip it up and cover it up to cover up his Arsenal top because we was in the home end, and he couldn't do it. And honestly, he wouldn't have come out of there alive. So he spent the whole game like this, clutching his top so he couldn't see his Arsenal top underneath. It was hilarious. Couldn't clap or nothing, and they was all looking at him funny and everything. Oh, I'll tell you. Yeah. Must have been mad. Watching Arsenal versus West Ham in the chicken run. God, I'm Bennett. You're taking your life in your own hands, honestly. It's crazy. He was proper panicking because he couldn't do his zip up. He's like, I've got to do it up. I've got to do it up. Got to do it up. He had a bright red Arsenal top one underneath. He's got to do it. And he went, it broke. And I said, look, hey, you got to cover that up. You go in there, we're going to get killed. So he was like, all game like that, covering up his Arsenal top. It's funny. Yeah, big up, my friend. I'm not sure if I'd play Skelly on Saturday because Hudson-Odoi's tricky one. Do you know what? Forest are good on the counter. They're good on the counter. They're dangerous. When they attack fiercely. Yeah. Morgan Gibbs White is pacey. Mosquera, if he starts, he's going to get tested. I'm worried about that game, you know. I'm really worried about that game because we've got to attack and we've got to go forward and we've got to get the result. And that's when Forest are dangerous. We haven't really battered them at the Emirates, really. Recent years. We haven't really... we beat them the other year, didn't we? But, I mean... And we've got them early doors as well. And I remember we played them, didn't we, the first game of the home game last season or the season before. It weren't pretty. Forest are dangerous on the counter. Very dangerous on the counter. Did he sing Bubbles? No. We didn't sing. We just stood there. We got some dirty looks. I think they clocked on we were Arsenal. Yeah, I do, mate. I'm going to go now. I don't like the early kickoffs. I don't, Lynch. I don't like them early kickoffs, man. I really don't. Them 12:30 ones and all of that. It's just not. It's just no atmosphere, especially on a Sunday. Chat. I've got to say farewell. Auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. It's been. Do you know what? Right, I've really enjoyed this sit back session because it's been the international break. We've had a little break from it. We've spoke about injuries. We've had a little chat about Sunday's game. We've spoke tennis. We've mentioned tennis players. We've done it. We've done everything. Chat. It's been the huddle. We've all huddled together. I will sort out the moderators. I don't know what's happened. It's all pretty random, but it is what it is. But listen, guys, it's been an absolute pleasure. We've got the retro show to do on Tuesday. I've got my midweek mingle, me and Normski on Wednesday. Don't miss that one. That's always a cracker with me, Normski, and sometimes I get another guest on. Might do the Thursday chat show as well with Aaron. I'm going to do the Thursday chat show. All good, people. All good. Let's just hope Arsenal are going to get the 3 points next Sunday. If you're watching the England game in midweek Tuesday, enjoy that. And stay safe, everyone. Stay safe. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. It's been an absolute pleasure having you in the chat. Legends, smash the like, 100 likes, rose to 2K. Talk soon, DJB. Big up, Lynch. Always, my friend. Always. If you've been new here and you've stumbled across, put a sub, smash a like, and join me again, guys. Join me again. Yeah. And next Sunday, obviously, we'll be back with the proper sit back. We'll be looking at the Nottingham Forest game, how it's gone. I'm sure there'll be loads to talk about next week. And I'll have a guest on with me next Sunday. So, yeah, look out for that as well, guys. But yeah, we've had a good chat tonight. It's been really good. Thank you for your company. And stay safe, guys. Yeah, stay safe. Bless you all. And thanks for all your comments. Thank you very much. And on that note, have a good week. And I'll see you again. Take care.